Endangerment finding determined carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases endanger public health. President Trump disagreed.
Fossil fuels have saved millions of lives and lifted billions of people out of poverty.
The president also said his action would drive down prices.
This action will save American consumers trillions of dollars and will lower the average cost of a new vehicle by close to $3,000.
As for concerns about what the rollback might mean for public health,
I tell them don't worry about it because it has nothing to do with public health.
Linda Kenyon, CBS News, the White House.
Nancy Guthrie disappeared 12 days ago. CBS's Andreas Gutierrez is in Tucson, Arizona, where the search continues, and her daughter has made another plea for her return.
Savannah Guthrie has posted yet another Instagram clip in which there is a caption that says, "Our lovely mom, we will never give up on her. Thank you for your prayers and hope," and some home videos of Nancy with her kids there. Beautiful moments.
President Trump's border czar announced the federal immigration crackdown in Minnesota is coming to an end. While he had praise for the operation, Governor Tim Walz did not.
They left us with deep damage, generational trauma. They left us with economic ruin in some cases. They left us with many unanswered questions.
On Capitol Hill,
the motion is not agreed to.
The Senate failed to move forward a funding bill for the Department of Homeland Security. The vote comes just one day before the deadline to avoid a partial government shutdown. NTSB Chair Jennifer Homendy is testifying before a Senate committee on last year's mid-air collision near Washington that killed 67 people. She said the accident was preventable and partially blamed outdated technology.
In 2008, we again called on the FAA to implement ADS-B-In. We stated the Safety Board believes that the benefits of ADS-B technology warrant rapid adoption.
A large pride flag's been removed from the Stonewall National Monument under orders from the Trump administration. Tony Simone rallied with the New York City Council's LGBTQIA+ caucus, denouncing the move.
We are many more of us than there are of you. And this is our America, too. And by God, that flag will go back up. For every flag you take down, 10 more will go up.
And that flag will once again be raised this afternoon. Seeing a lot of red on Wall Street this afternoon. The Dow is down 357 points. This is CBS News.
What is going on?
What's going on here? How is this possible?
Great storytelling starts here.
Oh, come on.
Why? It's time for 60 Minutes.
There could be a new ICE office opening soon near Tukwila. More on that coming up. But first, your KIRO News Radio traffic brought to you by Lake Washington Windows and Doors. Sumner southbound 167 at the West Valley Highway just before State Route 410. At that overpass, the right lane is blocked for road work. This is scheduled till 4:30 this afternoon. Right now, there's about a 2-mile backup that starts near 24th. Here in Seattle, North 5 just past Albro Place. We just moved a collision from your right lane to the right shoulder. So that earlier backup is pretty much thinned out. But further up the road, of course, we have our Revive I-5 backup starting near Mercer across the Ship Canal Bridge. South 5, you're looking good, just off and on slowing from about 85th in the downtown. Linwood to Seattle, right around 15 minutes. Over in Renton, northbound 405, we're crowded through the S-curves from an earlier collision. You've got about a 5-minute delay between Renton and Bellevue. Our ferries are all running on time, and even our passes are all clear with no restrictions. It's home show season, and Lake Washington Windows and Doors is giving you 20% off, plus 12 months, same as cash financing. Visit them at the home shows or lakewashingtonwindows.com.
KIRO News Radio, 97.3 FM, Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Hey, good afternoon. I'm Nate Connors. It was an incident that made international headlines. A graduate student from India hit and killed by a police officer speeding to a call. Now KIRO 7's TV's Samantha Lomibao reports the legal case has been settled.
After 3 years of waiting and protests, the city of Seattle agrees to pay $29 million to the family of John V. Kandula, the 23-year-old student killed by one of its own officers. Now, the Seattle officer, Kevin Dave, was fired and ordered to pay a $5,000 fine for negligent driving. As for another officer that became viral, Daniel Otterer, who is also in Seattle police, who made controversial remarks about Kandula's death in a body cam video, he was also let go, and he has since sued the city for a wrongful termination.
Officer Kevin Dave, who hit Kandula, is appealing his firing. ICE may soon have a new base at operations in Tukwila. According to leasing documents obtained by Wired, the Riverfront Technical Park office building in Tukwila could become their new address for ICE offices. Saby Corporation owns Riverfront Technical Park, and it also owns the building where the Department of Homeland Security office is located along Tukwila International Boulevard. So far, no comment from ICE. Wells Fargo says more layoffs are coming. The bank's chief financial officer told investors this week that the company expects to cut more jobs and sell off real estate. According to the Puget Sound Business Journal, Wells Fargo has already cut about 70,000 jobs over the past 5 years. The workforce now sits at about 205,000. The bank has 114 branches here in Washington, making it the state's fourth largest. Rowdy fans had scaled a historic pergola in Seattle's Pioneer Square after the Super Bowl left cracked glass and damage behind. KIRO 7 TV's Ranji Sinha says the park's foundation is asking for help from the 12s to fix it.
But the pergola is going to cost maybe several $1,000s to fix. Now, in 2014, we reported estimates for repairs around $25,000. Some fans pitched in, and it could cost maybe more to fix this time, considering it's more than a decade later. The windows alone can cost several $100s to repair. The Seattle Parks Foundation is asking for $12 donations or more. A salute to the 12s to help support parks recovery in the city.
And now your KIRO News Radio weather. Increasing clouds throughout the afternoon with a high in the low 50s. Friday brings in scattered showers and 48. We'll stay chilly at night with overnight lows still dipping into the 30s. 46 and mostly sunny in downtown Seattle right now. I'm Nate Connors, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news, serving Western Washington and the world with a KIRO News Radio app. Always streaming live on your smart speakers. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
And now, it's time for the Jake and Spike Show on KIRO News Radio. With your hosts, Jake Skorheim and Spike O'Neill.
Welcome to the show. Happy Thursday. Jake Skorheim here, sitting alongside Spike O'Neill. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you, my friend.
We got a lot of stuff to get to today.
Lots of stuff.
Lots of great stuff. We're going to start out with some parade talk. There was a big parade yesterday. I don't know if you knew about it.
Saw films of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of folks.
It's a pretty great day.
It was a great day. And you and I had a little side gentleman's bet. Mm-hmm. How many arrests, which we now know the number, which we'll get to that in just a couple of minutes.
Sure do.
But let's start right off with this parade talk, because the estimates for the crowd were that there's going to be 1 million people there, and they were putting out all the different, WashDOT, and everybody was making their announcements. Take public transit down there. Get public transit.
Yeah.
The roads are going to be backed up for days. You're going to die of old age in your car if you go downtown.
Bring one of those heat blankets, those survival blankets.
Pack a meal and a Gatorade bottle with a generous lid. And which I did, all those things.
Oh, nice. You're a thoughtful, thinking ahead kind of guy.
So I got in the car and I drove, and you did the same thing yesterday, and it was just nobody on the road, which was great. Seahawks, please win a championship every day. We'll have a parade every day.
It's funny because it felt like what traffic was like during the Super Bowl itself.
You're right. Totally.
My wife had to run our kid into town. My kid had a rehearsal at school.
Sure.
Like, first off, theater kids. Who else but theater kids books a rehearsal during the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
I think my kid was the only person in the whole company that knew there was a game going on.
Yeah.
But Melissa was downtown from our neighborhood and back in like 35, 40 minutes.
Super fast.
I'm like, well,
phenomenal.
Yeah. I'm like, how'd you?
It was great. And so it made me question, so this number that they were floating around, which was 1 million people, they said there's going to be 1 million people that are going to be downtown. And you and I were both thinking the same thing. Like, they were estimating like 700,000 or something in the last Super Bowl parade that we had.
Right.
And that number ended up being somewhere, they say, between 250 and 450,000 people.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of people.
It is.
It's no number to shake a stick at, but it's not 1 million, and it's not 700,000. So the idea that there were going to be 1 million people, 1/8 of the state, is going to show up for this parade, we were questioning.
Yeah, really.
Now, I will say, when we were watching all the video footage with everybody else, very crowded, a lot of people.
Tons.
They packed them in like sardines. They got as many as they could in there.
It was a beautiful thing to see.
Gorgeous weather.
Yeah.
Everybody was having fun.
Yeah.
John Schneider's throwing baby Jesuses into the crowd. It was a wonderful day.
That's fantastic.
A wholesome, wonderful day.
It made up for the beer spraying.
Yes.
Listen, which was also fine.
Jesus enjoyed wine. There's no reason you can't also enjoy beer.
That's right.
That's what I've always told myself. So there's, they have now done a more likely estimate of how many people there were, and it's questioning. It is challenging that million-person number. Yeah, and it's funny because there's also a good story about why they put that number out there. Yes, and it's all okay. So basically they kind of pulled the number out of thin air. Seattle, there's a special office for like big events that Seattle has, and it's the people who run Seafair. They came up with this number. They said, "What's the number?" They said, 850,000 to 1 million. So that's the number that everybody ran with. They said that's how many are going to be there.
And they base it on previous events and calculations that they make.
Previous Super Bowl related parades, I imagine. I can't remember an event in Seattle that's ever had 1 million people.
Well, they also use the Seafair Parade every year generates a huge crowd, not this size, obviously. Yeah. But that's how they factor in how many people they can fit per square foot.
Yeah. What was the calculation that they did?
So they took the 2.3 mile parade route.
The 4th Avenue route.
4th Avenue route, and they calculated in how much square footage that provides, 2.3 miles by an 84-foot average span.
So how much each person needs to stand in.
And that's what I love. They dedicated 4 square feet per person, a 2-foot by 2-foot square.
That's generous.
It's very generous.
I mean, I know people in Seattle are kind of cold, but even in a parade, they're generally okay standing close to each other.
Nobody had a buffer around them yesterday.
Every picture I've seen, people are like pressed up against.
They're packed in.
It's the reason that people sometimes don't bring little kids to events like this.
Right.
Because unless they're going to be on your shoulders the whole time, it can get a little tight.
Right. And they factored in the side streets where spillovers and the big plaza places like by King Street Station.
So they came up with the number based on how long the route was and how many people could fit into that route?
Basically, yeah. Yeah, along the entirety of the route.
I mean, that's kind of a ridiculous, just assuming that there's going to be as many people as possible.
Well, that's an interesting take on things because
kind of how they assume the trains. Like they assume, like we did a story last week. We were talking about it was Claudia Balducci.
Was talking about yes.
We were talking about the trains coming over that new link.
Right.
That
how many people are going
to
average? Yeah.
She goes, we're estimating, what was it, 50,000 people?
50,000 a day.
A day.
Yeah.
And then you crunched the numbers and you found out that how much could those trains transport?
They would have to run trains like every 6 or it was crazy.
At full capacity.
At extremely full capacity, nonstop from opening bell 5 a.m. to closing bell 1 a.m.
At 100% capacity.
At 100% capacity.
So that was her estimate, was 100% capacity.
Yeah, right. Never an empty seat, never a standing room at all, completely filled.
Which I have never seen in my life.
Yesterday.
Except for yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
So if Claudia Balducci plans on a Super Bowl celebration parade every single day, her numbers may pencil out.
They might pan out.
But.
So that's how they figured it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the interesting thing is, so Seattle Times, in the first time they've ever kind of tried to disprove anything with these trains, they did crunch some numbers. This is really interesting. And they talked about how few people could actually make it into town. If there were 1 million people, how long it would take them to get in on transit.
Well, and David Gutman wrote this for the Seattle Times, and he's being a little tongue-in-cheek because at the point where you're mentioning now, he said, let's assume everybody took light rail.
Yeah.
Well, no. No, people came from. Many people took light rail. It was at 6-minute runs yesterday, full capacity.
Sure.
There's stories about how cars being towed up at the Linwood station. They were full by 7 a.m. They sent out public announcements asking people not to drive or park near.
I saw ones at Linwood said basically we've been full since early.
Yeah,
please don't park anywhere near. Especially don't park in front of buildings that are not part of light rail.
Businesses have to do business.
Yeah.
If you leave your car here all day, you're impeding someone's ability to earn a living.
Listen to this breakdown though of the trains. This is interesting. He was just trying to figure out how many people could light rail actually get in to Seattle if they ran at full capacity. And he says we've got just over 1 million square feet of parade space. Let's assume each person occupies 4 square feet, which is what you just explained. 2 feet by 2 feet per person. That gives us about 258,000 people in attendance, which is a quarter of what they estimated.
Right.
He said let's add 50,000 more at Lumen Field. I don't know if there were 50,000 at Lumen, to be honest. The upper deck wasn't open.
Upper bowl was scattered attendance up there. Some people were up there. The bottom was full.
Okay, and then he says, all right, so give them 50,000 for that. And then he says, and how about we say 100,000 more watch from windows, balconies, and roofs? That yields an estimate of 408,000 or so. He says that's a big crowd, but it's not 1 million people. He says then the train numbers kick in here. He says a 4-car Sound Transit one-line train at absolute capacity. Again, this is what you and I described a second ago. Standing room, every seat taken, standing room only, everybody holding on, can carry about 1,000 people. It would take 1,000 of those trains to get 1 million people downtown. Trains run every 6 minutes. Assuming people are coming equally from both the north and the south, it would take about 50 hours or 2 full days for 1 million people to arrive by light rail.
Right.
So obviously they couldn't have all come in by light rail.
No.
Doesn't mean they didn't have 1 million people, but it's becoming less and less likely.
You know, the what's the sound? The sounder.
The sounder
was running early and often, and those were all packed as well.
Sure.
You know, buses brought people in. I came in through the Ballard, or not yesterday morning. A friend of mine came through the Ballard area, and every bus stop full of blues.
Totally.
All morning long. Full of 12s. All morning long.
I saw pictures of all the light rail stations, just like, you know.
Swamped.
It was like I was going to use an inappropriate term, but I've corrected myself. I will say it was a fever dream for Sound Transit when they saw all the people standing at those stations. They're going to here's what Sound Transit's going to do. And by the way, I have audio I'm going to play you. I'm surprising you with this. I didn't tell you I had this.
Great.
There was a lady in downtown on 4th trying to take her bike, one of these bike people, trying to ride one of the bike lanes on 4th. Incensed that people were in her way. I'm going to play that audio in just a second because it's hilarious, and I want people to stick around for it.
Well, all the limes ended up downtown.
Yeah,
so all the scooters and bikes in a whole nine.
But this is one of those bike people.
I know.
Who are a very particular type of people.
Love them. They're saving the planet.
I don't love them. But anyway, this lady in particular is not super lovable. But we'll play that in just a second. I guarantee you, if I were Sound Transit, I would be going around and I would be taking pictures at every single station to show what it looks like with people. Because every other picture generally at like a light rail station, pretty empty.
Smattering.
But yesterday would have been the day to go around and be like, hey guys, look, it's working. It's working. Even though there's a Super Bowl parade. They don't have to tell people that in the marketing material they send out.
Does everybody always wear Seahawks jerseys? Yeah, year-round.
We're super fans in the city, year-round. This is July, actually. Everybody's wearing jerseys in July and thick winter Seahawk scarves.
Yeah.
All right. Can I play you this audio?
Please.
Oh, by the way, the parade arrest. You and I had a bet?
We did.
What did we bet? We said the over-under was the same as the spread on the game?
4.5 arrests was the over-under.
I took over.
You took over.
Because I don't believe in people. You took under because you're like...
I'm a cockeyed optimist, as they say.
You love everybody.
In Broadway.
And you were right. There was no arrest. According to KIRO News and Seattle Police, there was no major incidents.
It's funny. Casey McNerthney was here this morning, and he and I were talking kind of behind the scenes. And he said there were 2 arrests yesterday. One was a gentleman trying to fly a drone into Lumen Field.
Oh, okay.
And he said, to be clear, the guy had no ill intent. It was someone trying to get photographs,
it's always,
trying to get videos.
Yeah.
The other was a guy that was kind of getting a little wild, a little out of hand as the crowd was building pre-parade.
He had a few too many?
Had a few. I don't know if he was, maybe he was excited. Maybe he was lubricated.
Sure.
But he said they perp walked this guy past a huge crowd to show the crowd that we're not screwing around today.
What would happen?
And then the guy was released without being booked.
You know what?
He wasn't sure. Exactly. That's brilliant.
That's a good move.
It is.
Somebody gets a little stupid.
Yep.
You do the responsible thing. You let everybody else know.
Yeah.
And then you let him go.
You let him go.
He doesn't need to spend the rest of the day in jail. He's going to miss the parade.
Exactly. He said, buddy, you want to enjoy this? We all want to enjoy this. Play nice with others.
That's nice.
Right?
That's a good one.
But say it was 750. Say it was maybe closer to 850 by the time they get the numbers. By the way,
they will have the numbers.
The Downtown Seattle Association is who did. Remember, because last time they said they expected 750.
Yeah.
Back at Super Bowl 48. By the time they crunched the numbers, they estimated between 280 and 450. You said somewhere in that neighborhood.
They said between 250 and 450.
250, 450. They use like cell phone towers. The same thing that the government is using to track
Nancy Guthrie's
right, yes.
potential abductor.
They'll come up with a closer number to reality. But the
Isn't it weird that they can track that?
Yeah.
The Downtown Seattle Association has access to all that data.
Well, it matters because you're trying to figure out what kind of businesses you can put in there, what kind of retail.
No, I know why they want it.
Yeah.
It's just something you don't think about. Like you have a digital signature that.
How many people told you they saw our flyer on the boat? Yeah, well, that's what you think.
Everywhere you go.
Yeah, how many people mentioned us in the ad?
Exactly. Right. So they will know that number. It's going to take them at least 3 days, they said. So we won't know until probably Friday or maybe Monday.
But you started this with, why a million? Why did they say a million?
Yeah.
There was a goal. There was a mission. They wanted to scare people a little bit.
You think that was it?
I think they wanted to scare people out of drive because most of us chuckleheads, myself, I'm a shining example. That don't matter. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
That don't matter. Yeah. I'm going to drive anyway. I know how to find parking. I know what to do. I'm a veteran of these kind of things.
Sure.
Most of us chuckleheads blow it. And they wanted to tell folks like me, and there's lots of us out there, it's not a good day to drive into town.
Yeah.
It's a good day to consider other means of transportation in and out of the city. That was a number scaring us straight.
Let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. Who was right? We were. Chuckleheads who took our cars. It was the best day of driving that I have had in months. I was in way worse traffic today.
Right, and
with no parade downtown.
And we could have driven into here, parked our car here, and walked to the parade route. But because I'm saying we weren't going to the parade, and we came in after the fact, yada yada. Mm-hmm. You and I both got here early enough yesterday morning. We could have parked our cars here, walked over to the parade route, and not missed a second of the reveille.
Easily.
We could have drove.
Yeah. I mean, we did drive in. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Also, this highlights how bad government is at estimating anything. Whether it's the cost of a train, whether it's the cost of any project, or when it's going to finish.
How many people will use said train?
How many people will use said train? How many people will come downtown for a parade?
Right.
These people don't know what they're talking about. But whatever, it worked out for our traffic, so that's fine.
What a massive success yesterday was.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And by all accounts, a success.
Not for this lady, though. This is a bike lady.
Please. I'm looking.
So she is on one of those. You've seen those bikes? They're very beefy. They have it looks almost like a wooden rack on the back.
Yeah.
Where they can carry backpacks. Yeah. Oftentimes you see children on them. I don't think this lady has any kids. That's just my.
Was it an electric bike? Oh, you couldn't tell. It's the audio.
I can't. I mean, I watched the video. I couldn't tell in the video.
Okay.
They're very tricky. Those bikes. It's a disguise. A lot of people ride around on those things and they pretend like they're pedaling, but they're
pedal assist.
Yeah, it's
turn
pedal
the rest.
assist.
Yeah, turn the rest.
Which is why they're all still such large people. But so she's riding on this bike and she is not happy. And she pulls up to a cop. I'm setting the stage for you so that you can understand what it looks like. Seahawk fans as far as the eye can see, and she's having to try to push past them on this bike. She's feeling very entitled on this bike lane that she has now. She's on the green path.
Well, that goes without saying, but go on.
Yeah. And as she pulls up to these Seattle police, it's a King County Sheriff's deputy standing right there. She stops and pulls over to complain to him that people are blocking her path on 4th. And all the fans around her are like, lady, come on.
Look around.
You're literally on the one road where this is happening. You could go a block in any direction and you will be fine. But she had to ride on this green lane. And I want to play this audio. Listen to this.
Bike lane. Look at this Karen, guys. Look at this Karen. She's yelling at people being in the bike lane. Look out.
This guy sounds like he's been
he's
enjoying himself.
I still have Hey, every other street.
She says, yay, bleeping sports. I still have to get to bleeping work.
It's clear. Every other street is clear but 4th. Look at this guy. Look at Karen. What the heck? Hey, you're going to be late. You better hurry up.
I have been trying to get to this crowd.
You better hurry up. You're going to be late.
Oh,
that's her swearing, not him.
She's mad for blocking the bike lane. Hey, you're about to make me famous on TikTok. Keep going. Hurry up. She's so happy. Hey, look, she's doing the right thing. Go to the next street over.
So the deputies then advise her. They say, hey, we're going to open this gate for you.
Yeah, ma'am.
We suggest, ma'am, that you go down one street and you will have a totally clear path.
Yeah. Yes.
Also, I'd like to highlight for this lady, welcome to our world. People in cars who see bike riders in front of them driving well below the speed limit.
On the roads.
This is how we feel about you every single day.
There you go.
She's getting a tiny little taste of it. Yep. She's living in her bubble, driving on her green lane, specifically laid out for her.
Yeah. Pedo privilege. Or wait a minute. Pedal privilege. I want to clean that up. Sorry. Yes.
That is not a term that should catch on.
No.
Not a good term.
No.
Not a good term. All right. But I'm assuming she made it to wherever she was hanging out that
guy
day.
He was sponsored by Bud Light, that guy.
It seems like it, yeah. All right, we got a lot more coming up. Stick around. We're going to be right back.
12s, you sure know how to turn up.
Parade Day is finally here.
Yeah, 12s! We talk about 12 as one. Look at all the 12s in this stadium right here. See how powerful this is?
We have one goal, and that was to bring this home to the best fans in the world. This is for y'all. Love.
The celebration continues.
I love this city!
On the home of your Super Bowl champion Seahawks, KIRO News Radio.
Bible Law Group, we understand what it means to be local legal representation. From shopping at the Bon Marché, picking up gear at Chubby and Tubby, crying for Joey Cora, now for Cal, grabbing a burger while JP Patches clowns by. We live here and fight for you. That's why Bible Law gives local representation to those facing legal problems too big for prayers, even if you can't pronounce Squim or Puyallup. Our legal team has secured more than $40 million in settlements for our clients. We're ready to fight for you. Find us online at BibleLawGroup.com.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Seattle will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So, then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to A to Z Savings, our biggest sale of the year.
Happy to be here. Can I get some rotors?
Would you like brake pads with that?
How much are the brake pads?
Free with Duralast rotors.
Free. Really?
Really? Free.
I also need some oil.
Would you like an oil filter with that?
Yeah. How much is that?
Free with the oil.
Free. Really?
Really. Free. It's part of A to Z Savings with hundreds of deals.
From A to free.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Ends March 9th. Restrictions apply.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. You know, the big wireless companies say they have discounts for people over 55. But unless you're willing to sit on hold and ask, you're probably paying more than you should. At Consumer Cellular, there's nothing to hunt down. We're built for people 50 plus with plans starting at just $20. And our 100% US-based customer service actually answers the phone. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today and get your second month free for a limited time.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cyber-securing, must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data-managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business. Powering possibilities.
Now through March 22nd, switch to Comcast Business and get started with 150 megabit internet plus Security Edge for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Or ask how to lock in your rate for 5 years on a qualifying internet bundle and get a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile. For a limited time only. Call today. Restrictions apply. New customers only. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
3-time Grammy winner, MacArthur Fellow, a voice the Associated Press calls a marvel. Cecile McLaurin-Salvant brings jazz, blues, and fearless originality to Dimitro's Jazz Alley, February 12th through 15th. Tickets at jazzalley.com.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Nate Connors. The hate crime trial of Andre Carlo is now in the hands of the jury. He is the man prosecutors say is responsible for severely beating a trans woman in the U District last March. KIRO News Radio's James Lynch is there.
The morning started with jury instructions from Judge Jim Rogers. Then came closing statements. Prosecutors told jurors the case is clear, that the victim, Andy Hoseppel, was beaten at the hands of the defendant and that the attack was because she is trans. The defense argued Hoseppel was not attacked at all, instead that she was involved in a fight. The jury now, 6 men and 6 women, will try to reach a verdict. At the King County Courthouse, James Lynch, KIRO News Radio.
Central Washington Congressman Dan Newhouse broke with his party yesterday and voted to end President Trump's tariffs on Canada. The Sunnyside Republican joined Democrats and 5 other GOP lawmakers to pass the measure 219 to 211. Newhouse says Canada is Washington state's second largest export market, and the tariffs have hurt farmers and the beer, wine, and spirits industries. Spokane Republican Michael Baumgardner voted against the resolution after consulting with House Speaker Mike Johnson. The Seattle Times reports the measure is largely symbolic. Even if the Senate passes it, President Trump is unlikely to sign it into law. One of the busiest I-5 overpasses in the Seattle area is about to close for 2 weeks. The 145th overpass will close March 19th and remain closed until the 31st. Shoreline Public Works Director Tricia Youngkes says the city is adding a new double-lane roundabout on the east side of I-5.
I really think this is going to be transformational for this region. We don't have a roundabout system like this in the Seattle area, and I think we're really going to see significant changes in how people move about.
145th has been under construction for 2 years. The project should be finished by June. More than 12,000 students skipped school yesterday in Seattle to catch the Seahawks Super Bowl parade. Seattle Public Schools says about 12,700 students were absent, along with more than 650 staff members. A district spokesperson tells the Seattle Times staff absences were several hundred higher than normal. The district had warned families Monday that going to the parade wouldn't count as an excused absence. The Pacific Northwest is experiencing an historic snow drought.
Oregon and Idaho have their lowest snowpacks on record. Washington's not doing much better.
We're at the 3rd lowest snowpack, and that's going back to 1985.
Deputy State Climatologist Karen Bumbaco says it's at about 51% of normal. And October through January were the warmest 4 months of the water year on record. With so little time left in the snow season, we probably won't make up much ground. So what snow we do have will melt and then dry out earlier, likely giving us a longer wildfire season. Frank Lindsay, KIRO News Radio.
And now your KIRO News Radio traffic brought to you by Subaru of Puyallup. Here in Seattle, North 5, we've got scattered backups now between the West Seattle Bridge and the Ship Canal Bridge. 20 minutes from bridge to bridge. If you're heading through Renton, North 405, it's heavy through the S-curves. 20 minutes between Renton and Bellevue. And southbound 167 heading into Sumner at the West Valley Highway overpass. That right lane is blocked for road work. This is scheduled through 4:30 today. You've got a 2 to 3 mile backup starting before 24th Street. Visit Subaru of Puyallup for a friendly experts, transparent pricing, genuine care, and savings during the Subaru A Lot to Love event through March 31st. SubaruPuyallup.com. Your KIRO News Radio weather, 52 with increasing clouds throughout the day. Friday, we'll see scattered showers and 48. Right now, we're sunny and 50 in downtown Seattle. I'm Nate Connors, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
All right, welcome back to the show. I was driving by, Spike, I thought you'd be interested in this, and I hope our audience will as well. Sometimes I take my kids over to, Paul Allen used to own it. It's now owned by one of the heirs to the Walmart fortune.
The Walton family.
The Walton family. But it is the museum, the Flight Museum in Everett. It's not,
yeah.
Have you been to that one?
Yes.
I forget the specific name of it. I should have this off the top of my head, but I don't. But it's got, like, all the planes are working. It's very, very cool. It's got tanks. It's got all sorts of cool stuff. You have the name. right
Flying
here.
Heritage and Combat
Flying
Armor Museum.
Heritage, that's
Yes, Paul Allen loved that stuff.
Okay, so it's really cool. And one cool thing that they do is, at least when I was going over there, and I think this is still the case, it's now free to the public. You can go on certain days, and they don't charge you anything. You got to sign in and fill out a form to make sure that you're safe to go in. At least it was there. Don't take my word for it. Look it up for yourself before you show up there. Anyway, we were going over there probably 3 weeks ago, one Saturday morning with the kids, just to let them look around and do some stuff. And I'm driving by Boeing, the Everett Boeing plant, and I noticed that those giant doors are all just solid blue. You remember the murals that were on those for years? Of course. They're gone. They're no longer there.
Why?
Well, I didn't know. And so I actually, I've got a few good friends that work at Boeing, and I texted him. I said, hey, what's the deal? I love those murals. Every time we drive by or we go to Mukilteo or something, you could see those cool murals.
Sure. They're iconic. Absolutely.
Iconic.
Yeah.
And he said, well, they've been getting kind of old and peeling a little bit, so we decided to take them down. They're at kind of a base color right now, but they're going to decide what the new covering is going to be.
They're going to do something, tribute to Boeing's work, something like that before?
So he didn't tell me exactly what they're going to do.
Life-size, bigger than life-size renditions, right?
Yeah, so they're gonna put something new up. It's not up yet, which I was happy to hear about, but I did some digging into when those murals went up. So those were put up in 2006.
Okay.
Those Boeing murals. They were put up in 2006, and it's not actually a mural. It's a printout, like 3M.
Like a car wrap.
It is like a car wrap.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So a local company, I think their name is Super Graphics. They worked with 3M, and they had these massive prints that could then be just like an adhesive pressured onto the side, and it could make these giant, beautiful murals.
Beautiful.
And they were massive.
Those are big. Those are like they call them telescoping doors, right?
Yes.
Because they kind of recede back into themselves and open up. Because you got to bring planes in and out.
You got to bring planes in and out. So the size of those doors, each door is 82 feet high and has a width of 350 feet, which means that the width of each door is more than a football field.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
Wow.
I mean, when you think about the size, and there's 6 of them. It's the biggest factory in the world.
That's look weird to have the planes missing. Have those murals missing.
Yeah, it is weird. But hopefully I don't know how quickly those things can go up either. Like, what's the process like? In 2006, or 2014, they did some update on those doors, and they let the employees at Boeing vote on what the update was going to look like.
Oh, cool.
Which is kind of neat.
Yeah, so these people have the hands on the metal.
Maybe they're going to do the same thing with these as well. Here's some fun facts about Boeing you may not know. Guinness World Record for the largest factory in the world by volume. It measures 472 million cubic feet. 472,370,319 cubic feet.
Dang.
That's a lot. Indoors, it's 98.3 acres.
Inside, wow, in that factory.
Inside. Have you heard that they have their own weather system in there? Have you heard that rumor?
No.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Well, so they don't have any heating in those buildings.
It's human heating?
Well, they have so much machinery, heavy machinery.
Okay, yeah.
That it actually kind of just all the heat kind of goes up to the top.
And just accumulates.
And it accumulates and it heats the whole building. Because think about it, how would you heat a building that has a football-sized door?
It. And you open these doors up and...
My kid leaves the door open in the morning at our house, and the whole house is freezing. Think about Boeing.
I bet it gets hot in the summer. They don't have nothing. They'll cool it. They open the doors, let the wind through.
I think they just open the doors.
Wow.
And it's shaded by the sun, so
That's
maybe
great.
that helps. But I heard, I don't know if this is true, but you should look this up. I've heard that they have their own, this is going to sound
Do clouds form?
They have clouds.
No way.
Look it up. Look up Boeing Clouds Factory and see what pops up. I swear to you, I heard this from somebody, and it could be true. I believe it because of the size, 472 million cubic feet.
Wow. Due to warm, moist air, many clouds can be seen forming near the ceilings of the Boeing factory. Wow.
Isn't that wild?
That's awesome.
A man-made building that's so massive.
That's
awesome. The history of that building is so cool. You go back and you look at World War II.
Yeah.
What Boeing did, not just there, but they had another factory too. They took the top of the Boeing plant. I don't know if it was at the Everett one or where it was at.
That may be Renton.
It might be. I think it was the Renton one.
Yeah.
I think it was the Renton one. And you know about what they did in World War II with the houses on the roof.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, they painted homes.
They built
residential homes.
Small model, so from the air it would look
like a neighborhood.
It looked like a neighborhood.
Right.
And they had cardboard cars and things up there, so that from the air, in case anybody was looking to do some damage, they wouldn't do it there.
I've heard stories during World War II. This was during World War II. In World War II, in Germany and in Europe, they would cover factories in grass and put fake cows up there.
It makes
because from the
sense.
sky, it looks another field, man.
This is another funny, crazy side story. I forget the guy's name, but he was like a really ingenious colonel over in World War II for Americans. And I think Ben Affleck did Ben Affleck make a movie out of it? You look this up if you want to. They were trying to make the enemy think that they had a lot more manpower than they did. And so somebody came up with the idea. They said, well, what if we, and infrastructure and vehicles and all those things, because all of that was so heavily used, it was like scarce to get it on certain areas.
Right.
And so what they came up with is they said, what if we send you a bunch of blow-up balloons that could be blown up that from a distance would look like tanks and armored cars and all these things. And they did that.
That's phenomenal.
And they had these whole giant things where like it basically was like a child's party or something.
Right.
Just like it was fake.
Balloon bouncy house castle.
Yes, it was bouncy houses, but like tanks in World War II.
That's awesome.
Just the ingenuity that they came up with in World War II.
Saved lives, man.
Yeah.
Changed the world. These same people put up the plywood police cars that slow us down. I love those.
Those work.
Those work. You bet
or
they work.
Decommissioned police cars.
They just set them on the side of the road.
Yep.
You bet.
There's one of my, I won't say where, but there's a neighbor near my house who bought one of those. I'm positive he bought one at auction.
Yeah.
And he keeps it out on this back road where people would be likely to speed.
Yeah, you bet. That's great.
And it's a cop-looking car, and he puts it right there. And every time people drive by, you can see the red lights just
nice.
Slow down.
Genius.
So it works. But we will keep you updated when Boeing figures out what they're going to do with those doors and what murals are going to cover them. My insider source tells me that it is millions and millions of dollars to replace those.
Yeah, I bet it's not cheap.
You got to have you got to have the money. I'm sure they have the money to do it.
You know the guy Henry that paints in town, paints the Bigfoots everywhere?
Yeah. Hire him.
He could do it a lot cheaper, $1 million.
How long would it take him to paint 6 football fields?
A big Sasquatch. That guy could have it done in a weekend. That guy's prolific.
He's pretty good.
That guy's wild.
They should do something fun like that. Like Sasquatch on a plane.
Yeah, in a plane, in a biplane, something. Riding a 747.
The history of Boeing through the eyes of Sasquatch.
There you go.
Every single, on the
big eyes.
Yeah,
those are great.
Looking in the window of the Red Barn, all that stuff. All right, we got a lot more coming up. Stick around. We'll be right back.
G and Ursula, 9 to noon on the home of your Super Bowl champion Seahawks, KIRO News Radio.
A sea of green and blue in downtown Seattle. I'm hoping, G, you can hear us.
I can hear you.
We want to take it all in right along with you. You have a very special vantage point. Gee, what's going on?
They had another big dude trying to get on here with me and DJ Roscoe. You can't have 3 big dudes in the back of this Tundra.
Subscribe to the KIRO News Radio YouTube channel and watch live.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Jeff's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination, where Sammy, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge. And Sammy does that for free too. In no time at all, Jeff is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
At the UPS store, we know being a small business owner means holiday time is still go time. Still get those orders shipped time. And still re-up on stamps and supplies time. That's why this upcoming holiday, while others close up shop, we'll be open. And happy to help you keep being unstoppable. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS store. Be unstoppable.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the roads you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included in every tire we sell. It's more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's all about you getting more from less. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com.
DUI? Felony charge? Trust Bradley Johnson Lawyers and 1-800-DUI-AWAY. Over 30 years serving the Pacific Northwest and hundreds of 5-star reviews. Every mistake has a solution at 1-800-DUI-AWAY.
1-800-DUI-AWAY! Olympic Hot Tub Super Smart Top Special is here. Hey, it's Ryan Roland Smith. This is your chance to save now on your new hot tub and get a free smart top worth $3,700. Take it from me because I have one. Smart Top is the ultimate cover for your tub. Strong, long-lasting, and ready to defend your tub against northwest weather. Super Smart Top special savings will make you feel, well, super. Details at olympichottub.com. Better you, better life.
Olympic Hot Tub.
It's cold outside, and if you're noticing it's taking forever to heat your home, there are cold spots in certain rooms, your furnace turns off and on a lot, or it never stops, or maybe your energy bill is just way too high. These are all warning signs that your home needs a blanket. There may be something wrong with your insulation, which means not only are you uncomfortable in your own home, but you could be wasting hundreds or thousands of dollars a year in lost energy. Call Insulation Northwest today, and we'll send one of our professionals to give you a fast, free energy inspection to determine if there is a problem. And if there is a problem, we can fix it fast. Most jobs are completed in one day. You have nothing to lose. The inspection is free and only takes about an hour and could save you thousands. Keep the heat in, the cold out, and your energy bill low. Call Insulation Northwest today. Insulation Northwest, the real insulation company.
Please ask if you qualify for thousands of dollars of free rebates from your energy company.
InsulationNorthwest.com. The first few steps that I took in the morning were pretty painful.
This is Carlos.
I mean, I had been told by multiple orthopedic surgeons that there was no alternative for me.
That wasn't what he wanted to hear. You see, Carlos is an active guy.
I played basketball, and for 3 to 4 days after, my knees would just be so swollen. And now I can play basketball, and there is no swelling. There is no pain in the knees.
No swelling, no pain, because Carlos went to see Dr. Mark Wagner, MD, at Seattle Sports and Regenerative Medicine for stem cell therapy.
I'm just happy to be able to be out there. And then knowing that tomorrow I am not going to suffer for this.
What do you say to your friends and family who are in pain?
I say, I had horrible knee pain and stem cells really worked for me. You might want to go to Dr. Wagner, just get a consultation before you have surgery.
Consider stem cell therapy with Dr. Mark Wagner, MD, at Seattle Sports and Regenerative Medicine. Schedule your consultation at drmarkwagnermd.com.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
For nearly 50 years, over 90,000 homeowners have trusted Home Comfort Alliance, including me. John Curley here. Save up to $2,000 on new heating and cooling systems. Free consultation at homecomfortalliance.com. For comfort, call the comfort people. homecomfortalliance.com.
Our local tax expert and advocate, Greg Nunn, understands the pressure that comes from owing money to the IRS. Don't let that pressure build. Call None Better Tax Resolution. From stress to success with IRS Solutions. Google NUNN. None Better Tax Resolution.
The team that gave me back my full head of hair, Advanced Hair, is once again the winner of the 425 Business of the Year. Dr. Perongo and his world-class team begin regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And Advanced Hair guarantees your new hair will grow, just like they did for me. Find out why Advanced Hair is the best of the best. With your free consultation, you'll receive $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. 425-449-8185 or advancedhair.com. All
right, welcome back to the show. Lots of stuff to get to. This is a wild story. This is out of Spokane. Spike, this actually reminded me of you when I read this story.
I know exactly why.
Okay, so there was apparently an emergency vehicle that was required.
Yeah.
The ambulance responds to the call, starts driving down the road through Spokane AMR. That was the company. That's the emergency vehicle company. They start going down the road, and they are on the...
They pull on the 90.
They pull on the 90.
Right through Spokane, yeah.
And cars, and this is early Wednesday morning. This is 4 a.m. Wednesday morning. Cars start pulling up to him, next to him, waving at him, which is weird to do.
The driver of the ambulance.
Driver of the ambulance.
Yeah.
Saying like, hey, you got... Have you ever done this where you pull up next to somebody because you notice that they have a flat tire that they haven't noticed
Sure.
yet?
Yeah. You try to get their attention when driving. Yeah.
It's a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
I still have guilt when I was a teenager. Me and my friends, I don't even like admitting this, Spike. It makes us look like ne'er-do-wells. We did it one time, not cool, but we pulled up next to some people, and we did that.
Told them they had a flat.
They did not have a flat.
Dude.
Not cool.
That's
the guy gives us a nice wave. He even gave us like a little like tip of his hat. He
Yeah.
wasn't wearing a hat, but and then he pulls off to the side. I wasn't the one flashing. It was a buddy of mine who was in the seat doing it. And we all laughed and thought it was so funny because we got the guy pulled over, and then he would have pulled over and then been like, those rascally kids. We were 16.
And then chased you down.
This is the reason that you don't let 16-year-olds drive by themselves and their friends. Anyway, bad idea. Don't do it. But somebody was pulling up to this ambulance, and they were waving at him. You guys got to get off. There's a blah, 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 blah. And so the ambulance is like, what are we doing? Okay, so they pull over. There's a guy standing on the back of the ambulance.
Yeah, holding on.
Holding on. There's that big,
There's
the
a
back
foot-
of an
yeah, yeah,
ambulance.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
a big, like, step up.
Mm-hmm.
He's just holding on, riding down the interstate. Super dangerous.
Hitching a ride on the backside of an ambulance.
I guess
on
if he got
I-90.
hurt, he was in the right place, right?
Well, no, because if he
You're
falls
right.
off, they keep going.
They keep going.
Even he should have been holding on to the front. No,
But the injury would have been worse. Just don't do it.
don't do it. I know why you made me think of me. I know why you made
So I thought of you because
I have done stupid stuff. I've held onto a moving pickup truck on a skateboard back in the would have been late 70s.
Yeah.
This would have been late 70s before I was old enough to drive.
people do stupid things
We
when
did
they're young.
stupid stuff. Yeah.
And God bless you if you have kids
I
who are
did about
soon to be that
40
age.
miles an hour on a skateboard, holding on to a pickup truck. Guy knew I was on it.
Did you even contemplate the possibility that the wheels and the trucks and the
right.
ball bearings were just going to explode and you were going to just
or hit
eat it?
a crack in the roadway or a pothole, God forbid, and there I am just tumbling down the road.
And that's pre Marty McFly. That movie didn't come out until the 80s.
Yeah.
So you invented that.
Well, stupidity's been around since the dawn of time.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, but you were fine.
I got through it.
Navigated it?
Yeah, I made it out to the county where the buses don't run.
Was that your only time hitching a ride outside of a vehicle?
We used to hold on to city buses in the snow and have them drag us down the street, like literally. You surf on the back of a city bus.
Just on your flat feet?
Yeah, on your flat feet on snow slickened streets.
This would have been Baltimore?
Baltimore, yeah.
Where they actually had snow to...
Yeah. And the buses would run. They'd get big chains on the back. See, I lived literally a block and a half from the city's bus barn.
Sure.
My parents' bar was literally next door to the bus barn. We had a huge driver trade in our bar.
I bet.
So
right before work, hopefully. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Coming off every shift, we got them. But, the buses would come in and they'd chain them up there and, they'd go down the city streets. And if there was a perfect conditions, you could, tow yourself on the back of a bus and have it pull you along the road. And we did stupid stuff like that all the time.
Didn't you tell me a story the other day? I hope I'm not revealing too much. Was it you who rode on the top of a vehicle?
Yeah, we did that too.
Good Lord.
Just once.
You understand how cars work, right?
Yeah.
You go inside them.
Yeah.
That's the best way to use them.
Yeah, and I know how helmets work. I don't wear those either.
So
I used to. And that way.
How did you end up on a car?
I can't believe we're doing this. So my buddy and I were, there may have been alcohol involved.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't driving. My buddy was driving his dad's Country Squire wagon, the old,
Sure.
National Lampoon Vacation, got the wood grain panel on the sides.
I think you hate it now.
It was dark green, wood panels. And we were driving down this big road, 3 lanes in each direction, major thoroughfare through Baltimore from the county.
Cars coming and going?
This was late. This was about 2 a.m, so not that many cars. That explains the time frame really sets up the story.
Yeah.
Driving down the road about 45 miles an hour, my buddy and I decided we're going to roll down the back windows and climb out using the handrails because there was a luggage rack up top, and climb out and stand up and surf on the top of this car. And we did. And we did it for about, maybe quarter mile. And my buddy put the flashers on and drifted to a nice slow stop.
Nice and safe.
On the curb.
Hold
right?
on up there, fellas. Let me put the flashers on.
Because he's done one, hit the brakes.
Yeah.
And he pulls and let the car drift roll to a slow stop, and you guys get in the car. We're like, no, we're good. We're good up here. Come on, cops going to come. We're like, yeah, they are. You may not want to have 2 guys standing on the roof of your car when the cops show up. We just want to keep driving.
What a good friend.
And he drove us home.
You made him go back, start again?
Yeah, we weren't going to get in. We were idiots. We were idiots, dude.
Just lucky to be alive.
We are knock wood.
What year was that?
That would have been 86. I was 23.
Trying to remember.
Old enough to drink. I want to make sure
When did
that's
Teen
make that
Wolf
clear.
come out? Do you remember Teen Wolf?
I remember Teen Wolf. It wasn't because we watched Michael J. Fox and Teen Wolf. We were just morons.
Were you just did Michael J. Fox somehow just like follow you around and did all your cool stuff?
It may have been. It may have.
Don't do any of that stuff, by the
Bateman,
way.
though. That was Bateman and Teen Wolf.
No, that was Teen Wolf 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, smart enough that this time we ride inside. Yeah, so don't hop on the back of a moving
Don't ride
car.
on top. No, stupid.
So this guy, the people were in this ambulance.
Yep.
They pulled over.
Washington State Patrol showed up.
But the guy was gone.
He was gone.
The guy was in the wind.
Maybe he was an angel.
Well,
Just hanging on. Maybe he was a guardian angel just hanging on.
Maybe he should have just drove about 20 mile an hour till the cops showed up so they could actually lock him up.
Just held on to him.
Right?
All right, we got a lot more coming up. Stick around.
Man, can Seattle and the 12s throw a party or what?
They're thinking there could be up to 1 million 12s for this parade.
We're the best in the world! You hear me?
You know, me and so many others remember taking my kid to the parade 12 years ago. And now another generation gets to share that.
Home of your Super Bowl champion Seahawks.
Hey, we not done. We coming back next year.
KIRO News Radio.
Endless hours of research, seeking referrals, dozens of calls. Hiring the right attorney can be a challenging process during an already difficult time. J.P. Pendergast with Pendergast Law explains.
In Washington State, Tom, there are thousands of attorneys to choose from. Referrals and online research can be helpful, but discovering the right attorney requires a conversation. It can be hard to identify integrity and authenticity without that interaction.
So, what do you recommend?
We encourage anyone looking for personal injury representation to call for a free consultation with our team before making a decision simply based on referrals or online research. Accident victims need an attorney that listens, demonstrates honesty, and is genuinely understanding of their unique circumstances. The care, attention, and preparation that our firm provides throughout the case mirrors the effort involved when taking on the insurance companies.
Save time and avoid mistakes after an injury. Contact the caring and compassionate team at Pendergast Law.
If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident, call Pendergast Law. We can help.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Where you buy your vehicle matters. At Subaru Puyallup, it's about safety for every drive, confidence in every season, and a buying experience that is stress-free. It starts with friendly experts who listen and continues with stress-free pricing, an easy process, and a genuine care that lasts the life of your Subaru. During the Subaru A Lot to Love event through March 31st, enjoy extra savings. Subaru of Puyallup, part of the Harnish Auto family. Visit SubaruofPuyallup.com, your stress-free dealership.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
An organized home is a happy home and a happy homeowner.
John Curley here. Closets by Design made me and my home happy. Experience the quality and backing of a national brand with friendly local Seattle service. From booking the appointment to a free in-home consult to installation day, Closets by Design will leave you wowed and clutter-free. Right now, get up to 40% off plus an additional 15% off and 18 months financing and free installation. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to schedule today.
File your taxes for free with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. File on your own in the Credit Karma app by February 28th. Valid for those who didn't file with TurboTax last year.
We're the home of your Super Bowl champion Seahawks.
They are bringing the Lombardi back to the Northwest.
KIRO FM and HD1 Tacoma, Seattle.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Stacey Lynn. A big blow to climate change regulations. President Trump says they are rolling back a finding that determined carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases endanger public health.
We are officially terminating the so-called endangerment finding, a disastrous Obama-era policy that severely damaged the American auto industry and massively drove up prices for American consumers.
He claims this will save money, but CBS's David Schechter reports.
Environmentalists warn any short-term savings will be dwarfed by failing to address the long-term costs of unchecked climate pollution that is driving more intense droughts, fires, and floods. The issue is certain to end up in the courts, with several environmental groups already threatening to sue.
Former President Obama says the climate repeal leaves Americans less safe, less healthy. A partial government shutdown is likely after the Senate failed to advance a bill to fund the Department of Homeland Security. Nicole Killian is on Capitol Hill.
It's possible funding for that agency could lapse, which would impact not just ICE or CBP, but also agencies like FEMA, the Coast Guard, U.S. Secret Service, TSA, and others.
A judge has temporarily blocked Defense Secretary Hegseth from punishing Democratic Senator Mark Kelly for a video that called on troops to resist illegal orders. CBS's Reed Cohen.
Mr. Kelly released this statement saying, in part, the federal court made it clear Pete Hegseth violated the Constitution when he tried to punish me for something I said. He went on to say the case was never about me, but for all veterans who could be censured or demoted for speaking out.
Secretary Hegseth posted on X they will appeal. Teachers are still out on strike in San Francisco.
With each passing day, the strike is getting harder for parents who have to take time off of work or ask for help taking care of their kids.
The generosity of family members and friends, and try to build a community to make sure this works.
Caleb Burkhoff is out with his 6-year-old son, Wyatt, who misses his first grade teacher at Sherman Elementary.
Her name's Miss Shu. She loves eating, and she's a really nice woman.
Matt Bigler for CBS News, San Francisco.
Off to the Winter Olympics in Milan now, where Chloe Kim's quest for a historic three-peat has come up short. The two-time defending champ finished second in the women's halfpipe, falling on her final run. She still got the silver. The gold went to a 17-year-old from South Korea. Japan nabbed the bronze. This is CBS News.
I want to know what's going on in the world.
I'm Tony.
There are big questions that all of us are asking. I want to get you the answers.
How are you?
I'm Tony DeCopel. Join me on the CBS Evening News.
Hey, we'll hear from the voice of the Mariners, Rick Riz, in just a moment. First, your KIRO News Radio traffic brought to you by the KIRO Newsradio app. Well, most of you are enjoying wide-open roadways this afternoon. Not the case if you're heading northbound through downtown Seattle. North 5 has scattered backups approaching the West Seattle Bridge across the Ship Canal. About 20 minutes to make it through downtown right now. South 5 is crowded from 85th across the Ship Canal Bridge. Linwood to Seattle, we're pushing 25 minutes. If you're heading through Sumner, southbound 167 at the West Valley Highway overpass, that right lane is blocked for road work. This is scheduled up till 4:30 this afternoon. Right now, there's a 3-mile solid backup that starts at Jovita Boulevard. Text app to 888-973-5476 to download the KIRO News Radio app. Listen to your favorite shows and get the latest news and updates sent straight to your phone.
KIRO News Radio, 97.3 FM, Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Nate Connors. With football season behind us, we turn our attention to baseball. The first spring training game is next Friday. The voice of the Mariners, Rick Riz, stopped by Seattle's Morning News. He told them there is a special camaraderie among Seattle's teams.
It's a shared community between the football team and the baseball team and the Kraken, and the Rain and any sports team in this community, colleges, University of Washington, Seattle U. We love this city. We love the fans, and everybody's in the same boat.
Hopes for the season? He wants a World Series win and a parade for the fans. This is one of the most anticipated Mariners seasons as the M's are coming off their first American League West title in 24 years. And, of course, you can catch all the action on our sister station, 710 Seattle Sports. This will be Rick's final season before retiring. Seahawks celebrations made their way to our state capitol. Wearing slacks and a Seahawks jersey, Representative Charlotte Mena plugged her bill. It would make December 12th officially the Day of the 12s.
So today, I hope that you will join me in celebrating an extraordinary partnership between a team and its community. We had the foresight in this chamber to pass this bill last year, but it didn't quite make it across the end zone. So let's carry it all the way this year. Please vote yes, and as always, go Hawks.
HB 1759 has passed the House. It's now being considered in a Senate committee. Boeing is getting its new North Line ready in Everett. KIRO 7 TV's Lindsay Sheldon has more.
Boeing exclusively produces the 737 MAX in their Renton facility on 3 production lines. The North Line in Everett would be the 4th, but the timeline is yet to be announced. A Boeing spokesperson says that the company first needs to ensure stability at its current production rate before increasing. Boeing's now hiring and training employees for the North Line, and that may take time. The North Line was originally intended to build the 737 MAX 10, but that aircraft still waiting on certification. The ultimate target is to produce 63 planes per month, but that may be several years away.
The family of a graduate student hit and killed by a Seattle police officer has settled with the city. Genevieve Kandula was thrown more than 100 feet when she was hit by the cruiser in the middle of a crosswalk. Her family demanded criminal charges, and protests erupted when a leader in the police union was caught on body camera saying this about her.
$11,000. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
That officer was fired, and so was the officer who hit Kandula. Both have appealed those decisions. And now your KIRO News Radio weather. Low 50s, increasing clouds later this afternoon. Scattered showers and 48 for Friday. Overnight lows still dipping into 30s. We're at 50 and sunshine in downtown Seattle right now. I'm Nate Connors, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news, serving Western Washington and the world with a KIRO News Radio app. Always streaming live on your smart speakers. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
And now, it's time for the Jake and Spike Show on KIRO News Radio. With your hosts, Jake Skorheim and Spike O'Neill.
Welcome back to the show. 1 hour down, 2 fantastic hours to go. Still pretty nice weather out there, Spike. Did you see? I mean, I was looking at my weather app over the break here.
Oh, I haven't noticed mine in days. I wonder if
you got to pay attention to it. If you don't, it thinks you don't love it anymore. It's supposed to be sunny through the rest of the day. It's beautiful.
Rainy this weekend, I'm hearing?
Rainy this weekend, yeah.
It's okay. Parade's good. Parade's over. It's good.
It's a 3-day weekend for a lot of people, though.
It is. That's right. President's Day's coming,
right? Myself included.
Oh, well done, my friend. Laura and I will be here on Monday.
You guys are going to be here
Monday?
Monday?
We're going to be here Monday. You betcha.
Cool.
Holding down the fort.
Cool.
We're having our presidential parade. We're going to, tribute to presidents great of president past.
Excellent.
Yeah. We're making big paper mache heads and I Laura this weekend. Yeah.
You're just going to walk them by the camera?
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Please do that.
I was inspired
really
by
fun.
the presidential race that the Washington Nationals have. We have the salmon races at the Mariner games. They have, I think it was George Washington, Abraham Lincoln.
They have some founders?
Teddy Roosevelt, and Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, that's fun.
And they race around the track, yes.
Do they fall and trip like the salmon do?
Absolutely.
Phenomenal.
Right?
Do you remember how funny it was during the playoff run when what was the name of that stupid fish? What was his name? The one that won?
No, was it
the one that won had never won, and then it won, and then
Dumpy?
Was it Dumpy?
Humpy.
I was so close.
Very close. Yeah. Good.
I got confused with
No, it's very close.
Yeah.
No, it's very close. You're right. It was
He
Dumpy
never
Humpy.
won, and they would when the one night they let him win was at the 15-inning comeback.
That was the 15 inning.
Wow.
Remember they did that in the middle of the game when they don't normally do it. Like they did it in the 14th inning or something.
Right.
Top of the 15th.
They do it the 7th, and then since we played a whole other game.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then, you remember they got cocky about it. And they kept letting him win.
Right.
You remember that? And everybody was like,
no.
You sons of a guns. Don't you dare let him win another race. He's just going to go to his fat,
dumpy, humpy head.
All right. Speaking of big heads, politicians. Did you see this story? There's a couple of reporters locally here. Let's see here. Ari Hoffman.
Is this the press credential thing?
The press credential thing.
Yeah,
this is a really interesting story. So Ari Hoffman, Brandy Cruz, and Jonathan Cho all had press credentials. I can't speak.
Mm-hmm.
Press credentials reversed, right? Or they were denied initially.
They were denied press credentials, and that decision has been reversed because
they now do get press credentials.
State Republicans said they will make sure that people who want to cover the state legislature in Olympia will have access. Members of the media will have access.
So
and it won't be decided because these particular journalists, commentators.
Yeah. I mean, they're out looking up investigative things.
Yeah, they were
independent journalists.
They were arguing that it was because of their political views. It was why they were denied access, because it was a democratically controlled press office that decided to decline these requests for press credentials.
They've apparently been very critical on issues like homeless, public safety, state spending, all those sorts of things.
Right.
And it looks like they may have been denied for those reasons. And so it's interesting, though. I wonder why they would deny them initially. Is it just because they didn't like the tough questions? They didn't want to give them access because they were saying that, well, you're not a real journalist because you're an independent journalist. You can only if you're from like the Times or something.
We're trying to prescribe motive to the people who made the decision, and we won't know.
Yeah.
When only one side of the aisle is getting punished, it does make you wonder.
Yeah.
It raises questions.
And only one side of the aisle is really in power.
Yeah.
So you have to think, they just not want the uncomfortable questions?
Right. The same thing happened in the White House press room.
Yeah.
Where various elements of the media were denied access, and you got to say that's not right.
I don't like when Trump does it. I didn't like when Obama did it.
Yeah, I didn't like when Olympia does it.
I don't like it when Olympia does it. You shouldn't deny press access.
Although I will say, there are some folks that, and I'm not talking about the members we mentioned. We're talking about here, local members.
Sure.
But there are folks who have access that really I don't think belong. I mean, some of the more, some of the more right wing, podcasting, opinion people who aren't really. It's not. I don't know if there's a thin line between journalism. It's a pretty broad line actually between journalism and commentary. You know, I don't think I qualify for a press pass. I wouldn't say that I would. Anybody outside those glass windows in the KIRO newsroom.
You are in media. You could ask questions.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't deny you.
That's fair.
He's a fun guy to have around. Get him in here. He's good at a party. Get him in here.
Especially at a mixer.
At a mixer.
But if you're somebody in the media who has an opinion show and you have a very slanted perspective on things.
I'm not going to press you for it, but do you have like an example?
Yeah. What's the guy who's the guy that wears the ski cap? Tim Pool. That guy has no business being in the White House press room. None at all.
Brandy's pretty opinionated. Do you think she would have Do you think she has the right to be there?
Because
I do.
Brandy. If we're going to mention names, I know that Brandy's a responsible journalist, but Brandy is also doing a program.
Yeah.
That is being supported and paid for by a political affiliated group with a slant on how they want the stories told.
You show me one news organization that is not. And I will.
KIRO News Radio.
There you have it.
Hello.
KIRO News Radio.
And none of them should be. I mean, here's the thing.
Look at a Seattle Times. I'm sure has people who sponsor things. I mean, I know they have a lot of climate stuff. And
I agree. But there's also
political.
There's also a real defining line between the opinion shows and the news programs. Like Fox News will tell you, they've gone to court to say our evening shows are opinion shows.
Yeah.
Our news
but
programs,
you and I are opinion hosts.
Our news programs are our news programs. So there's a reason that Aaron Granello sits in that chair, and that James and Luke and whom goes out into the field and gets journalistic reporting, unbiased journalistic, straight line. I go out and find whatever story I want to tell you and find evident anecdotal evidence to back it up. I don't consider myself a journalist, and we are commentators.
To be fair, I don't consider you a
folks.
journalist either.
Thank
Not
you.
a disrespect.
No.
Just you and I are. That's not what we do.
Hopefully, we have takes on things that people can relate to.
Sure.
Coming from life experience, from our priorities and ideologies and we give.
I think the problem though with this is I would consider Brandy and Jonathan Cho and Ari Hoff. I would consider them press. And that's the thing. If you want to go in and you want to ask questions, then God bless you. You should be able to do that. We live in a free country.
Not arguing that. Yeah.
I mean, it's so important to have freedom of the press. So I don't think denying them. I think it's a real. They call those a cell phone. Like Democrats stepped in it, did something really stupid, and that you have these people with massive audiences.
Mm-hmm.
Brandy has way more viewers, I would imagine, than Seattle Times does, and you're telling her she can't have access because. For very thinly skinned reasons. I mean, it appears to be, you said, I can't say somebody's motive
to these folks,
but it seems to me, because of the nature of the people that they denied, they don't like people asking questions that they don't want to answer. Now, I think that's a problem when you have a government in our state who is very one-sided, who holds all the keys and can do basically whatever they want. If they have unchecked power and nobody's asking questions to them that they find uncomfortable, I do think that that's a real problem, and I'm glad that it got reversed, and I'm glad that the Republicans stepped in and said, hey, give these guys some
access. Well, here's the other thing, too, that it's not that these folks don't have access to people. They do. There's, the halls of our Capitol are open to people.
Well, press have special access.
They do, exactly. They give them... But they're not able to do their jobs.
Well, I understand. Like some of the best cuts that we played from Brandy are like when she was talking to Sean Scott, and he's on the front of the Olympia steps, and he's saying that workers could band together and form their own Amazon, which is like kind of a ridiculous thing to say.
It still makes me laugh today.
It's hilarious.
I've heard it a dozen times.
Yeah, and he doesn't see an intrinsic value apparently in those companies, or he can't exactly say how.
Well, that's the thing. When you can't bring yourself to admit something that everybody knows is true.
It's so obvious.
You think Amazon's been good for this region? Well, that's hard to say.
Can you restate that question?
Is your tongue swollen? Why is it hard to say?
So
Have you lost
that
the
was
power
a question
speech?
asked outside of the building, so that doesn't need special access. But there's going to be alerts. There's going to be all sorts of different things that the press are going to get that the general public are not going to get. And this, to me, seems like they were trying to hide in the dark. That's what it seems like to me.
Well, it seems like
reversed,
it's been rectified.
Which is a very good thing.
I love
Absolutely. That. All right. Speaking of Olympia, there was a big rally. Nothing sexier than talking about taxes, but this one I think we should chat about for just a second because there's good audio on this. There was a rally in Olympia in support of the millionaire's tax.
Yeah.
Let me play you a little clip of this. It's kind of interesting.
2, 4, 6, 8.
What'd she say?
Tax the rich and fund our state.
Fund our state. Okay.
How do we pay for our paramount duty?
Fund.
And fund.
Yes, fund. I thought it was very clear.
Fund.
I took special care to articulate that well.
Tax the rich and fund
our state.
Yes. How do we pay for our paramount duty? It is by fixing our regressive tax code.
Come on. You need to pay up.
Oh, they missed an opportunity.
Go ahead.
How do we fill our civic duty? By grabbing all the rich's booty. Come on, there's a chant here.
You need to get in that crowd, Spike.
I know, right?
Get in there, yeah. See, this would be if you had a press badge, you would have been down there.
Get down there. I should have.
And we need to get our.
You could be a chant master or a choir master, whatever they call people.
Like Toastmaster?
A Toastmaster, yeah.
Master of ceremonies.
Because how are they going to be the workers of the future if they're not?
You
need to pay up, and we need to get our kids educated. Because how are they going to be the workers of the future if they're not?
She sounds pretty sharp.
Yeah.
It's
School them up.
Super, super important.
We all are being hurt the same way.
Are we not funding education? Are we not funding education? I think we're funding education. Right? Can't we all admit we're funding education?
We're funding education.
We're funding education. Come on, lady, we're funding education.
Progressive revenue is what Washington needs, and we all know this. Labor is behind progressive revenue. We know that people that are rich need to be paying their fair share.
Millionaires, pay your due. We will be able to walk across the finish line, get this to the.
A missed opportunity. Millionaires, pay your due. Something. We say boo. Oh. I'm not as good as you. You're good. You're better at this. What would you say? Millionaires, pay your due. I'll give you a second to come up with it. Let me finish the rest of this clip.
Fair share.
Millionaires, pay your due.
Well, I'd get the billionaires too. Come on, right?
We're out to get the billionaires
too. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Walk across the finish line, get this to the governor, and have the support of the people in Washington State.
I mean, the idea that we're not funding education is ridiculous. We pour more money into education than almost anybody in the country.
I think we need to get more return, more book for our buck.
We need a little more book for our buck. That's another great chant.
Rolls off the tongue.
Copyright. Yep. Spike. 2026. Book for our buck. That's what we need. We spend a lot on education. The idea also that we're underfunding anything state spending wise is crazy to me. I was digging into some of these numbers. I think you'll appreciate these, Spike. Oftentimes, one of the things that's cited is they say, well, our population is large, and inflation, and all these things.
Things cost more. Yeah.
Here's real numbers that I want to give to people, just so in case you ever encounter somebody who says that as justification for taking other people's money. Here's what I would respond with. In the last 10 years, the budget in Washington State has doubled in the last 10 years. Okay. So in 2016, Washington's budget was $40-ish billion. This year, it's 77, almost $80 billion. That's a big increase. The population in Washington in 2016 was 7.3 million people. The population in 2026?
14?
Just over 8 million.
Oh, okay. Didn't double. Okay.
It didn't double.
Darn it.
Inflation.
Double. That make it
cumulative inflation from 2016 to present. Prices in Seattle, Tacoma, Bellevue area, that's where the largest amount of people is in those three big chunks, are approximately 41.49% higher in 2025. This is the last year that they had it, than they were in 2016, which is a lot. I'm not taking that away. That's a big price increase. However, it's not a 100% increase, which is what the budget has increased. So it has not kept pace with inflation. It has not kept pace with the growth of the population. It is exploding. So if I were state lawmakers, maybe it's working that people just are ignorant of these facts and they don't care. And they say, hey, you know what? We just don't have enough money. We used to spend $40 billion for 7.3 million people. Now we're spending $80 billion for just over 8 million. Maybe that number makes sense to somebody, but to me, that doesn't really make sense.
We have added quite a few projects, massively expensive projects like
this is not
infrastructure.
This is
and all
not
this.
including. That's a separate thing.
Doesn't include the transits. Doesn't include the light rails.
No, that's $185 billion when you add those numbers in.
Okay,
that's a lot of dough.
All right. Yeah.
So I would hesitate for anybody in the state to keep using those numbers as justification for taking other people's money. Get your house in order first before you go and tell somebody else that you need to pay your fair share. I don't think that's fair. That's what would be my slogan. It's not fair to take more of your share.
Yeah, to more than your share. Yeah.
I mean, these people are already paying a lot of money, and now you're saying to them, just because we're bad at spending money, we want to take more of yours and try to convince people that you're somehow picking their pocket just because you've managed to save a few bucks. I don't think that's right.
They want this in New York too, right? And Mom Donnie's talking about a millionaire tax.
Listen, even in New York, they're smarter than in Washington. Mom Donnie's gone to the governor, which he has to do. He can't raise taxes. He has to go to the governor to do that. He's asking for a 2% raise on millionaires in New York. A 2% raise in personal income taxes. Now, New York has an income tax. We don't in Washington, obviously.
Right.
So he's asking for a 2% income tax raise in Washington. We have in New York, but we have a lot of taxes that New York doesn't have either.
Well, yeah, and that's because we don't have the state income tax.
Well,
you got to get the money somewhere. That's why all the other taxes apply to everybody.
Except we have a lot of things that they would not go away just because we would have an income tax now.
That's
the problem.
I'm with you there. You can't. That's having hands in both our pockets.
They want to have both pockets. Right. You're trying to pick my front pockets and my back pockets. Yeah. I'm not going to say which pockets I want you to pick. Don't pick any pockets. But they're trying to spend a lot of your money. I just don't like that. All right, can we talk about the sugar tax for a second? It is moving forward.
Yeah, the sugary drink tax.
The sugary drink tax.
3 cents
House
an ounce,
Bill 2734, right? 3 cents an ounce. So on a 12-pack of soda, that's going to add $4.32 to your 12-pack of soda. Similar for my Gatorade. Let's see, my Gatorade, we did these numbers the other day. It was 144 ounces for a 12-pack of, it would be the exact same number, right? 12 times...
12 is 144.
1,244 times 0.3.
440, basically, somewhere in
432, right around there. That's a lot of extra money to add on to somebody.
It is, and it comes, there's your consumer, so it's all right to the consumer. Because, of course, they'll try to say that we're going to charge the distributors, the manufacturers of these drinks.
We all know how that works.
They pass it along to us, the
Trickles
consumer.
right on down. You and
does.
I end up paying that thing.
Yep.
Here's the thing.
Sticky down the back of your neck.
They're still telling you that that people are not paying their fair share in taxes. And then at the same time, they're introducing these other taxes that are directly picking the pocket of people who cannot afford them. And I don't know how you keep making that justification. Not you. I'm saying I don't know how lawmakers in Washington keep trying to make that justification and have those things as separate things. You can't have those things as separate things.
Well, here's the thing. They're also trying to use this as a punitive tax to make people drink less sugary drinks. Because when the city did it, there was a 25 to 30% decrease in the amount of sugary drinks people were drinking.
Well, they're not locked into Seattle.
No, I know. We made that point. People are, but I mean, the goal of this is it's a sin tax. It's try to tax your way into people making healthier decisions. It's making sugar drinks out of their price range.
All due respect, I fundamentally disagree that they're trying to make people healthy.
I'm just saying you don't think that's what they're doing?
No, I think they want money. They're trying to figure out how to get quick money.
Well, they're not taxing sugar-free stuff. They're not taxing all drinks. They're just taxing the sugar drinks.
What's the highest selling drinks?
Oh, that's one of the least healthy drinks.
That's where they're going. They're going right to what people are doing. Yeah. I think they're doing it for money. That's what I'm guessing.
If they just taxed V8, they would make any money because that's too healthy.
Is anybody drinking V8 anymore?
I love V8.
Do you still drink V8?
I love that stuff. Yeah.
I used to drink a lot of V8.
I do it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I convinced myself that if you drink V8, you're just instantly healthy.
Well, it's pure sugar. You know what?
It's very sugary.
It would be taxed under this.
It would be taxed under this, yeah.
I don't like it now.
If it's added sugar.
Okay.
All right. We got a lot more coming up. Stick around. We're going to be right back.
This hour is brought to you by Insulation Northwest.
G and Ursula, 9 to noon on the home of your Super Bowl champion Seahawks, KIRO News Radio.
A sea of green and blue in downtown Seattle. I'm hoping, G, you can hear us.
I can hear you.
We want to take it all in right along with you. You have a very special vantage point. Gee, what's going on?
They had another big dude trying to get on here with me and DJ Roscoe. You can't have three big dudes in the back of this Tundra.
Subscribe to the KIRO News Radio YouTube channel and watch live.
Gold demand is skyrocketing to record highs. As more Americans rush to preserve their savings, will there be enough gold? I'm Dr. Ron Paul, and I believe physical gold is the only way to truly protect your 401k or IRA savings. Gold offers tangible security that can't be tracked, stolen, or inflated. That's why I strongly advocate for gold IRAs. To learn more, text the word SECURE to 989898 now. Birch Gold Group will send you a free info kit on gold IRAs. Birch Gold is the only gold company I trust, and their thousands of great reviews prove I'm not alone. So don't wait another second. Protect your retirement savings today and see how easy it is to move your IRA or 401k into physical precious metals. Text SECURE to the number 989898 for your free gold IRA info kit. Again, SECURE to 989898.
Message and data rates may apply.
Olympic Hot Tub Super Smart Top Special is here. Hey, it's Ryan Roland Smith. This is your chance to save now on your new hot tub and get a free Smart Top worth $3,700. Take it from me because I have one. Smart Top is the ultimate cover for your tub. Strong, long-lasting, and ready to defend your tub against northwest weather. Super Smart Top special savings will make you feel, well, super. Details at OlympicHotTub.com. Better you, better life.
Olympic Hot Tub. The team that gave me back my full head of hair, Advanced Hair, is once again the winner of the 425 Business of the Year. Dr. Perungo and his world-class team begin regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And Advanced Hair guarantees your new hair will grow, just like they did for me. Find out why Advanced Hair is the best of the best. With your free consultation, you'll receive $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. 425-449-8185 or advancedhair.com.
You're next to order. Please pull forward.
You know, Josh, when you said you were springing for lunch, I didn't think you meant drive-through fast food.
Ah, come on, man. Money's been tight lately, and these high gas prices are killing me.
You pay full price at the pump? Get your head out of the sand and start using Upside.
What's Upside?
Come on, dude. Upside is the free app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it every time I fill up my tank.
Does that really add up?
I've already banked around $200.
That's serious cash.
Hi, can I take your order?
Yeah, I'm ordering the free Upside app to start earning cash back on every gallon of gas I buy.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code ORDER to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code ORDER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code ORDER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
From whiplash to herniated discs, there are a few car accident injuries we've all heard of. JP Pendergast with Pendergast Law explains that even the most common injuries differ from one another.
Pre-existing conditions, health history, beginning of treatment. There are hundreds of factors that make every person and every injury unique. While these variables aid medical treatment, the strongest case recoveries must also take them into account.
Could you explain a little bit more?
Our team at Pendergast Law is obsessed with turning over every stone to differentiate each case. This requires thorough investigation, diligent listening, and relentless research. We never pursue cases with a one-size-fits-all approach. We built our success by treating every injury and every case with the individualized attention our clients need and deserve.
Pendergast Law's individualized approach to even the most common injuries makes the difference in case outcomes. It's another reason why I can't recommend them enough.
If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident, call Pendergast Law. We can help.
At Guardian Roofing, Gutters, and Insulation, a well-insulated attic can be your home's secret weapon. Upgrading attic insulation is a cost-effective way to make your home more energy efficient. It also helps keep your home warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Better insulation equals better air quality, less moisture, and no mold, improving the air quality you and your family breathe. Call now for $300 off attic ceiling and ventilation, and visit us at guardianroofing.com.
New year, new you. Have you thought about how your finances might change in 2026? Free checking from WaFd Bank is the way to go. With no minimum balances or monthly maintenance fees to worry about, you get spending tools and the latest technology to help you stay on your budget. Not only is WaFd Bank a best bank, you'll also get useful tools like voice-activated banking, so you can check your balances and make transfers between your accounts when your hands are full. Visit wafdbank.com to open your account. Non-sufficient funds charges may apply. Member FDIC.
For nearly 50 years, over 90,000 homeowners have trusted Home Comfort Alliance, including me. John Curley here. Save up to $2,000 on new heating and cooling systems. Free consultation at homecomfortalliance.com. For comfort, call the comfort people. homecomfortalliance.com.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Aaron Granillo. Deadlocked over DHS funding.
The motion is not agreed to.
Senate Democrats today blocked that measure to fund the Department of Homeland Security a day before money for that agency runs out. Democrats are demanding new limits on immigration enforcement before approving any new funding. Meantime, in Minnesota, Border Czar Tom Homan announced immigration agents are now pulling out of that state. CBS's Nicole Skanga reports.
This administration has faced ongoing pressure from Minnesota, from other Americans who have registered their dissatisfaction with federal immigration operations in the Twin Cities area, especially in light of the deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy.
Homan has said a significant drawdown will begin this week. Now, here in King County, Executive Gurmai Zahalai is moving to ban federal immigration agents from all non-public county-owned property. In his first executive order since taking office, Zahalai is also directing $2 million to support immigrant and refugee communities with food, housing, and legal aid. That order also includes a requirement that the sheriff's office develop new guidance on how deputies interact with immigration agents. No major damage or significant crime at the Seahawks victory parade yesterday. King County prosecuting attorney Lisa Mannion.
They were peaceful and they were joyful in their celebration. That is fantastic.
A bit of a different story, however, Sunday night when some 12s climbed the historic Pioneer Square pergola. KIRO 7 TV's Renchi Sinha reports they damaged some glass panels.
They did the same thing in 2014 after that Seahawks Super Bowl victory. Now the Seattle Parks Foundation is making a plea to the 12s to donate $12 or more to help clean up the parks, repair public spaces that were damaged.
And the 12s have responded to that call. At last check, they've raised nearly $16,000. At the close today on Wall Street, a down day over AI fears. The Dow losing 669. It closed below 50,000 at 49,451. S&P 500 off 108 points, and the Nasdaq down more than 2%. It lost 469 points. Now to the real-time traffic desk. Here's Nate Connors.
Thanks, Aaron. Simply Seattle has our update here in Seattle. North 5 scattered backups between the West Seattle Bridge and Ship Canal Bridge. There is a nice big patch of clearing right through the downtown core. Plan on 20 minutes to make it through downtown. South 5 just a little crowded through the U District. Nothing real heavy. Linwood to Seattle, we've improved to a 15-minute drive. If you're heading through Factoria, South 5 is packed through Factoria. You'll clear out just past Coal Creek Parkway. In Renton, northbound 167, underneath that 405 overpass, your left lane is blocked from a collision. We're stacked up to 180th. Auburn to Renton right now will take you 15 minutes. And then further south on the Valley Freeway, southbound 167 at the West Valley Highway overpass in Sumner, that right lane is blocked for road work. This is scheduled for another couple hours through 4:30 this afternoon. There's a 3-mile bumper-to-bumper backup that starts near Jovita Boulevard. The rest of our commute is looking fine. Get your championship gear at Simply Seattle, your go-to shop for Seahawks gear with both licensed and custom designs you won't find anywhere else. Celebrate the title with jerseys, shirts, hoodies, hats, and collectibles. Use code ESPN15 for 15% off your order at simplyseattle.com. KIRO News Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
All right, live up the sunshine for today. We will see increasing clouds as the night goes on, followed by rain tomorrow. Right now, 52 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Aaron Granillo, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
All right, welcome back to the show. We're going to talk about technology in just a second. This is our science segment that you and I love.
Right.
Because we're so good at science.
We love science.
Tech.
Yeah.
My wife says, you should get experts on to talk about science and tech.
What are
and
you that for?
Every husband knows this. She goes, you should go up and, you should hire somebody to go up and do something on the house. I went,
honey,
come
please.
on. Let me go grab the stud finder out of the garage and make the same joke that everybody does. We'll get to that in just a second, our science and tech segment. But we were just talking in the news break there.
In a related story. Yeah. By the way, the pergola, as Aaron mentioned, was damaged. There's a fundraiser right now that you can. The Seattle Parks Department is asking for the 12s to step in if you love the pergola. If you love, it's part of Seattle. Mm-hmm. The fund, as Aaron mentioned, is over $16,000 now.
What are they trying to raise, Aaron?
Target's 20.
Yeah, the original was 12. It's gone up to 20,000 now is the goal. So we're gonna
20 grand. Seattle Parks doesn't have 20 grand.
The budget's you know the story. We're over budget. We're stretched thin. What do you want to cut? Well, here's my plan. $12, so that's mine. Right, the first thing that's really unpleasant, Mrs. O'Neill did this morning. Did you donate? Yeah, $12. It's in there.
This makes me sick. I just looked up the parks budget. I'll tell you that in a second.
Don't wreck my sunshine.
Continue with your sunshine.
Somebody donated $1,212. An anonymous donor. Nice. Right?
That's very nice.
But what I want to do is there's a nice picture at My Northwest. By the way, if you're interested, you can go to My Northwest. It's the top story. Inside that story, there's a link to the Parks Department so you can help chip in.
Mm-hmm.
I want some. Speaking of science. There's a great picture of the Chucklehead standing on top of the pergola Sunday night when the Hawks won the Super Bowl.
Which would have been a great spot to watch the parade.
The parade? Well, yeah.
Or not the parade, the party afterwards.
The party afterwards, yeah.
But it is very, damaging.
Well, there's some pretty clear-looking faces in this picture.
You know what I think they should do?
I think
find them and arrest 5 of them.
So you would win the bet. You would win the bet.
The spread was 4.5. They should arrest 4 3/4 of those people.
You'd still win.
That's enough.
Just stop at 4 and make examples of them. Perp walk them like they did that one guy.
No, make it 5. So they're asking for 20 grand. Come on, Seattle Parks, you got that money.
Step up, guys.
Don't. I can't sit here and encourage people to donate money to that.
Why?
Because I know what their budget is per year, and it makes me sick.
Well, they're spending it, right? What are they spending it on? What do I want to know?
No.
Should I guess? And it's going to be 1/10 what it actually is? Is that how this usually goes?
Yes.
They probably have a $5 million budget for Seattle Parks.
Seattle Parks? Is that a joke?
No, I'm $5 million. That sounds about fair. To parks, we're talking about cutting grass, throwing chips around, right?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe fixing a broken pergola.
So they're asking for $20,000 to fix this pergola.
Yeah.
And you think that their budget is $5 million?
Maybe $5 million a year.
Would you be surprised to learn that their budget for 2026 is $271 million?
Wow. How do I refund my $12? No, I'm
Can I get my $12 back?
No, you keep my $12. I'm happy to donate
$271
for parks. Wow.
million.
That's a lot of money.
Yes, that's a lot.
But it's more about accountability, though, right? We're talking about the sugar tax, about accountability for fat people to pay their fair share.
I don't know.
These idiots on top. The pergola is a treasure.
It's a treasure.
Remember when it was knocked down in 2001? A delivery truck in the wee small hours of the night. A delivery truck turned a corner and clipped it too quickly and knocked the whole thing over. They had to completely rebuild the pergola back in 2001.
This is in Pioneer Square?
Yes.
I know the one. I wasn't sure I had it before. I was just kind of playing along.
I mean,
I know where that's at.
That's.
I used to work at my private eye detective agency.
Right across
the street from that.
Did you know that when that was made?
I wasn't a great private eye.
That thing up front, what do you call that?
What is that? Where is that?
That used to be public restrooms below it. Below that.
Basically a public restroom now.
Used to be an officially sanctioned public restroom, not the renegade whiz-bang stop it is today.
I can't believe more people aren't donating to this.
No, it used to have marble fixtures down below. It was
really?
like it was the Seattle. It was the crown jewel of Seattle. Pioneer Square was the crown jewel, man.
It was so fancy.
Yeah.
It was so fancy.
I mean, look at that thing. It's a work of art.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
And
it's nice.
When they knocked it down in 2000, they rebuilt it. They structurally rebuilt it with stronger steel.
Yeah.
So that these idiots could climb on. We're lucky these guys didn't bring it down standing on it.
Yeah,
lucky the whole thing
look at all
didn't
the
collapse.
people underneath.
They're really
very heavy.
There's
Those people look
at
very
least
heavy too.
Half 100 people on top, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Twice, 3, 4 times that below.
It's not made for their weight.
No,
absolutely. Although you know what, they used to build stuff quality.
Really used to.
Really good stuff. Really good. All right. Speaking of quality, let me tell you a little bit about science and AI, because this is where we're at. There is the AI CEO at Microsoft AI CEO. So it's like, I assume it's a division inside Microsoft. His name is Mustafa Suleyman. And he is talking about how AI is basically just going to take over all of white-collar work. Anything you do on a computer in the next 18 months might not be there in 18 months. Listen to this clip. Tell me if it scares you or if this gives you hope, or just how is this going to, like, I was reading this Atlantic article earlier talking about how the labor market is not ready for what AI is actually going to do. Like right now, AI is fun because you can use it to make pictures, and you can, like, we were watching these unbelievable videos yesterday. Like on the commercial break, basically what Spike and I do is we just show each other funny videos.
Funny videos, yeah.
And there's this new AI thing. I'm trying to remember. It's like called like Cedence or something. I don't know what the name is. But you can basically make Hollywood quality level looking movies and fight scenes and all the different stuff, you know, using what very much looks like the real people, but it's not.
You showed me a fight scene between Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
Which doesn't exist.
I'm thinking, when did these two? When did they work? Is this coming out? Is this a trailer?
It is photorealistic. You cannot tell, except for like just how, you know, youthful they appear in all their movements.
Yeah, they're right.
They're very youthful in their movements.
Yeah, Tom Cruise may look like this, but you don't move like this anymore.
He does not move like that. No. Yeah. But it's unbelievable how fast it's advancing. And
right.
so this Microsoft AI CEO, he's talking about, like, what is this going to do to the labor market? Listen to this, then we'll talk a little bit about it.
What would it take to build a system that could achieve most of the tasks that a regular professional in a workplace goes about on a daily basis? Think of it as a professional grade AGI.
How close are we?
I think that we're going to have a human level performance on most, if not all, professional tasks. So white collar work where you're sitting down at a computer, either being, you know, a lawyer or an accountant or a project manager or a marketing person. Most of those tasks will be fully automated by an AI within the next 12 to 18 months. And we can see this in software engineering. Many software engineers report that they are now using AI-assisted coding for the vast majority of their code production.
Think about, coding was like a guarantee, lock, high-paying job. You spend all that time, you're taking your classes in college. Like, I remember having friends in college who were studying that, and it looks like you're studying Latin. I mean, I do not have a head for it.
My son-in-law just entered the coding arena, went back to school.
Yeah.
Learned coding, got his second coding job. He's
fantastic.
Solid as a rock. Great, you can marry my daughter, got a bright future. Here comes AI.
Here comes AI, which can do these things like that.
And John, if you're listening, you're a great guy. He's fine. He's going to be fine. It's funny, he told me that, and this feels, with this story, feels temporary. His job as a human working in coding is to check AI's work.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to AI checking human work.
Because they're already using so much AI.
They're using so much AI, and his job is to make sure that AI doesn't what's it called? It hallucinates when AI starts believing its own BS.
That's great.
Right?
Yeah.
Because AI uses what garbage in, garbage out mentality.
Have you seen those prompts you can do with AI? You can be like, all right, replicate this picture. You get to put a picture in. You say replicate it 175 or like 75 times, whatever the number is, and don't change a thing.
Right.
And by the end of the picture, it's a completely different person who might be on Mars.
Micro-degradation every time it does it.
Every
It's
single
like playing
time.
telephone.
So it does have problems.
It does, and his job is to check AI's work.
Yeah.
But it sounds like in 18 months, AI is going to be checking AI's work. And
good golly.
That's why we have a big house with a full basement.
It's interesting because I think as humans, we're kind of almost conditioned to assume the worst of things, and then new innovation comes out and suddenly it changes things, and maybe it's for the better. I'm not saying like all these job losses, but maybe there's a whole new thing that happens.
It's going to free us up so we can go sailing.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I don't know how that works, but and science technology. There you go. That's our segment. All right, we got a lot more coming up. This is a really cool story we're going to tell you next. U.S. women's hockey is just
They're
crushing
rocking and
it right
rolling,
now.
man. Yeah.
And there's a player on the team who has 3 brothers who love their baby sister and are supporting her in a really fun, unique way. And we're going to tell you their story and play some audio next. Stick around.
This is what it's all about, right?
The Seahawks win Super Bowl 60.
The pure joy.
To beat the Patriots, especially in the 49ers stadium, it means everything.
It's a great time to be alive for Seattle fans.
It's why we're 12s.
Just like Mike McDonald said, we did not care.
We got a parade to get to.
Seattle will hold a victory parade Wednesday.
We are the home of your Super Bowl champion Seahawks.
They are bringing the Lombardi back to the Northwest.
KIRO Newsradio.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. You know, the big wireless companies say they have discounts for people over 55. But unless you're willing to sit on hold and ask, you're probably paying more than you should. At Consumer Cellular, there's nothing to hunt down. We're built for people 50 plus with plans starting at just $20. And our 100% US-based customer service actually answers the phone. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today and get your second month free for a limited time.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
At the UPS store, we know being a small business owner means holiday time is still go time. Still get those orders shipped time. And still re-up on stamps and supplies time. That's why this upcoming holiday, while others close up shop, we'll be open. And happy to help you keep being unstoppable. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS store. Be unstoppable.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Seattle will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit revivemenshealth.com.
Thank you, Dr. Wagner. I have a really bad left hip. In fact, this other doctor's like, well, you're going to have to get a hip replacement. I was like, oh, my God. He goes, how old are you? I told him, well, you're going to have to wait a couple of years because we don't want you to wear the hip out. We want you and the hip to both go to heaven together. I was like, well, in the meantime, well, try stretching, aspirin. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm in pain. I can't sleep. I could barely walk. I'd get off a plane and I'm like struggling to even make it down the ramp. I go to see Dr. Wagner. He explains to me how the stem cell procedure works. It's 90 minutes, and I'm telling you right now, I love it. So rather than surgery, make an appointment to see Dr. Wagner. It could be the game changer for you, like it's been for a whole bunch of other people as well. So whether it's your hip or your wrist or your shoulder, your knee, check out Dr. Mark Wagner. I'm telling you right now, stem cell procedure could be the answer for you, as it's been for me. You want to find out more? drmarkwagnermd.com. That's drmarkwagnermd.com.
It's cold outside, and if you're noticing it's taking forever to heat your home, there are cold spots in certain rooms, your furnace turns off and on a lot, or it never stops, or maybe your energy bill is just way too high. These are all warning signs that your home needs a blanket. There may be something wrong with your insulation, which means not only are you uncomfortable in your own home, but you could be wasting hundreds or thousands of dollars a year in lost energy. Call Insulation Northwest today, and we'll send one of our professionals to give you a fast, free energy inspection to determine if there is a problem. And if there is a problem, we can fix it fast. Most jobs are completed in one day. You have nothing to lose. The inspection is free and only takes about an hour and could save you thousands. Keep the heat in, the cold out, and your energy bill low. Call Insulation Northwest today. Insulation Northwest, the real insulation company.
Please ask if you qualify for thousands of dollars of free rebates from your energy company.
InsulationNorthwest.com. The stock market was on fire in 2025 due to AI and tech stocks. Now is the time to set a strategy for 2026. It's a good opportunity to lock in those gains and invest into a stable platform. With $8 trillion in cash sitting on the sidelines, investors are either scared or unsure where to go. Hi, I'm Scott Rirucka, CEO of Legacy Group Capital in Bellevue. Legacy Group Capital develops local real estate, lends money, and shares the profits with our investors. Diversify with Legacy Group Capital. Invest into our Northwest Fund, which is currently delivering 9% on a fixed rate term. It's our flagship fund for 19 years with zero investor losses. And yes, we do accept IRAs. Find out why 1,300 local investors have invested over $350 million.
Legacy Group Capital at legacyg.com. This is not investment advice. Investments available to accredited investors only. Details at legacyg.com.
From posters and presentations to labels and loyalty cards, Staples has all the print to boost your brand. Shop now in-store and online. Staples. That was easy.
DUI? Felony charge? Trust Bradley Johnson Lawyers and 1-800-DUI-OA. Over 30 years serving the Pacific Northwest and hundreds of 5-star reviews. Every mistake has a solution at 1-800-DUI-OA.
1-800-DUI-OA!
For over 50 years, Bucky's Complete Auto Repair has been the one locals trust for fast, friendly service with guaranteed repairs. With 16 family-owned locations and a Carfax preferred badge, Bucky's makes it easy with same-day service and available financing. Visit Bucky's.com.
Your VA loan and reverse mortgage experts for 34 years. Best Mortgage is proud to be the longest running mortgage company on KIRO Radio. Get a no-pressure consultation from a real person, never an AI bot. Web search Best Mortgage for honest advice you can trust.
All right, welcome back to the show. Talking a little bit about Olympics here for just a second. This is a really fun story. Today's Show had this story. I mean, I saw it online. It was everywhere. It was on, I think I saw it on X, but it's all over any social media site.
Every major news network. These guys have what they call, the kids say, blown up.
Yes.
Is that right? What do they say, Laura?
I think
blown
that's
up.
Right. That's what the kids say.
No, that's not
what do they say? What are they now?
What are the kids saying?
What are the kids saying these days?
What are the kids TikToking about these days?
I don't even know. I actually don't know. Gone viral?
Is this 6-7? Yeah. Are we still 6-7ing?
I think it's gone.
I think this story is 6-7. Is it? Yes. It's so funny. I can say that to my kids, and they all just instantly just...
The eye roll you?
Not
Are they eye rolling you already?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, you poor man.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good. All right, so you have Haley Wynn, who is on Team USA. She's a star on the team. And then you have her older brothers, who all played hockey. They all come from a family who plays hockey, and they played college hockey. They were very good, but they're not U.S. Olympic star good like their younger sister.
Right.
This is really interesting. I don't know if you knew this. I think I read this in a Malcolm Gladwell book, but he did he was investigating what makes people successful, and he looks into trends and all those types of things.
Is he the 10,000 hour guy?
He's the 10,000 hour guy, and I think it was him. This is an anecdotal story.
For purposes of this story, we're going to
I think it was. Let's credit it to Malcolm Gladwell. Most hockey players are the younger sibling of an older sibling who also plays hockey, and most of them are born in March.
Really?
Because that means that they're going to be the oldest in their category playing.
Interesting.
And will have the most physical advantage of that year. Isn't that wild?
Makes
but you
perfect
also
sense.
have to have an older sibling.
Well, because you got beat on.
Because you also have to face adversity to overcome it.
Right. I played lacrosse and love watching lacrosse. And every lacrosse family has numerous players that went to play in college and
100%.
Olympic. It's always the youngest that's the beast.
That's right.
Because he was the one that just had to keep up with the older brothers.
I tell my youngest
sisters
that all the time.
Yeah.
I have now I have a very youngest, but my third son, who is very much wants to keep up with his older brothers and struggles to do so.
You are training with the best, my friend.
And they don't pull any punches with him. That's right. Literally.
Yes.
It's like a problem in our house. And I'm having to constantly tell him, I'm like, hey, I pull him aside. I'm like, you wait, buddy.
Yeah.
Someday you will have so much more adversity, like iron sharpens iron. And these guys don't know what it's like because they're not facing a kid twice their size every time they go out to do any sport who's just knocking them into the ground. Anyway, this is about this girl hockey player and her three older brothers.
Haley Wynn and her three brothers who have stolen the show.
Let's show some video here. Their names are Casey, Ryan, and Tommy, and they show up. They're wearing these Screaming Eagle, like very small shorts. These guys are all over TikTok and everywhere, and they show up to the matches dressed like this.
Yeah.
And for every match, they have a new outfit. And they're just phenomenal. And they were on Today's Show, and they were talking a little bit about how they come to support their sister, how they came up with these outfits. It's pretty funny.
It's kind of been a little bit of an evolution. It started back in 2024 Worlds, I believe, and we did kind of an outfit together and did this like running down the hall in slow-mo, and then we just kind of built on it from there. I mean, this is a great opportunity for us to all get together and support our little sister and just continue to build on it.
So we have some outfits left. We got one for the rest of the games coming up, so stay tuned to see what's next, I guess.
And then they also asked her, they said, what do you think when you see your brothers just being knuckleheads in the stands like this? It's so sweet.
It is.
It's so sweet that she's got them, they've clearly got her back. Not that she needs it. She's a star, but
She was the number 2 pick in the Women's Professional Hockey League for the Boston Fleet. The girls
very
got
good.
game.
Yeah, but
the woman has game.
This is what she thinks of her brothers in the stands.
I mean, Haley, I'm thinking about you. What are you thinking when you're playing and you look up and you see them on a scale of 1 to 10? Are you like, I do not know them versus those are my brothers?
Yeah, usually I get asked in the locker room, like after the first game, everyone saw them, they were like, were those your brothers? I'm like, yeah, that was definitely them. They were behind the penalty box, so they were pretty hard to miss. But, a lot of the times I'm trying to kind of stay focused within the rink, but you can't help but kind of notice them. And obviously they're so supportive, so I can't thank them enough. And I know the team kind of loves, obviously, their outfits and doing everything they can to kind of help this journey.
That's so cool. I mean, it's what you want for your kids.
It is, man. And what a family memory. What a moment. These guys are they're blowing up. So they're saying they're blowing up. I'm going to go with that.
6'7"
And they don't always look like ridiculous tools.
Oh, they look sometimes
This one of them
nice
in the
and fresh.
sweaters and the caps is
They look very nice.
Stylish
Team USA
men.
women, they're doing great too. They just beat Canada 5-0.
They play the
time.
quarterfinals against I think Italy tomorrow.
Yeah, and they beat Canada. First time they've lost with no points
Canada's
in 41
got shut out.
Olympic appearances. All right, we'll be right back. Stick around.
12s, you sure know how to turn up.
Parade day is finally here.
Yeah, 12s! We talk about 12 as one. Look at all the 12s in this stadium right here. See how powerful this is?
We have one goal, and that was to bring this home to the best fans in the world. This is for y'all. Love.
The celebration continues.
I love this city.
On the home of your Super Bowl champion Seahawks, KIRO Newsradio.
At the UPS Store, we know being a small business owner means holiday time is still go time. Still get those orders shipped time. And still re-up on stamps and supplies time. That's why this upcoming holiday, while others close up shop, we'll be open. And happy to help you keep being unstoppable. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
Not sure how to tackle your taxes? Are you sweating the small print? You may be experiencing FOMO, the fear of messing up. The answer? Using TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They help you get your biggest refund, and then we help you do more with it. With a personalized plan designed to help you hit your money goals. It's time to take your taxes to the max. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cyber-securing, must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business. Powering possibilities.
Now through March 22nd, switch to Comcast Business and get started with 150 megabit internet plus Security Edge for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Or ask how to lock in your rate for 5 years on a qualifying internet bundle and get a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile for a limited time only. Call today. Restrictions apply. New customers only. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply.
This is Chris Davis with the Davis Law Group. Did you know that a pedestrian does not have to be crossing the street on a marked crosswalk to have a successful legal claim against the driver? Pedestrians can even be partially at fault for a collision and still have a valuable claim. Call us today for a free consultation or get my free book on pedestrian accident law at WashingtonAccidentBooks.com. That's Davis Law Group, better service and even better results.
KIRO FM and HD1 Tacoma, Seattle. This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Stacey Lynn. The Trump administration is rolling back a big climate change regulation.
President Trump calls it the single largest deregulatory action in American history.
We are officially terminating the so-called endangerment finding, a disastrous Obama-era policy that severely damaged the American auto industry and massively drove up prices.
EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin was especially pleased.
This is a big deal.
The endangerment finding determined carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases endanger public health. So what about health?
We can and must choose both.
Legal challenges to the president's action are expected. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, the White House.
The president's border czar, Tom Homan, says the immigration crackdown in Minnesota is ending.
A significant drawdown has already been underway this week and will continue through the next week.
Now to Arizona, where the Pima County Sheriff's Department is calling on people who live near Nancy Guthrie's home to turn over any security camera footage. CBS's Andres Gutierrez says they've set up a special form online to upload video.
Any neighbor here can, within a 2-mile radius, that may have captured anything out of the ordinary from New Year's Day till February 2nd, the day after she was reported missing. They say anything, any suspicious cars, any person that may not usually be in their neighborhood, they want to see that.
A Virginia Supreme Court weighed in on a lengthy court battle involving an Afghan orphan adopted by a U.S. Marine and his wife. Correspondent Cammie McCormick reports.
The child's parents were killed during a U.S. raid in Afghanistan in 2019. Soldiers brought her to a hospital at an American base. Under the first Trump administration, the State Department said the U.S. was obligated to return her to surviving relatives. Then a Virginia judge granted Joshua and Stephanie Mast the adoption. When the child and her relatives evacuated during the U.S. withdrawal, the baby was then taken by Mast from a refugee resettlement center in Virginia.
NASA and SpaceX will launch a crew to the International Space Station tomorrow. CBS's Mark Strassman.
The weather's looking better, so that's a plus. We've got a crew of 4 that's going to spend
about 35 hours or so getting to the ISS, assuming that this launch is a go. And right now, NASA feels pretty good about it.
They'll be replacing the crew which returned to Earth last month. Liftoff is set for just after 5 a.m. Eastern Time. On Wall Street, it was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day with stocks plummeting. The Dow closed down 669 points, NASDAQ down 469. S&P was off 108. This is CBS News.
The stars shine brighter on CBS Morning.
This is a slam dunk.
So cute.
Gail came in singing for me today.
On CBS Mornings.
Coming up, Seattle police look for new leads in the shooting deaths of 2 teens. But first, Nate Connors is at the real-time traffic desk.
Thanks, Aaron. This one brought to us by Seattle Sports. We've got a brand new traffic alert Eastern Washington in Easton that just popped up. A collision has all eastbound lanes shut down at milepost 73. That's just past Tree Farm Road for those familiar with the drive. So we've got a 3+ mile parking lot right now starting at Lake Easton. No estimated time to reopen. Closer to home, up in Everett, westbound 2 at Homeacres. We've got a new collision there. You're backed up to the EB Slough. Eastbound 526 is packed and leaving the Boeing factory. You're heading over to I-5. Here in Seattle, North 5 has scattered backups between the West Seattle Bridge and Ship Canal. 20 minutes to make it through downtown. South 5's looking good. South 405 is packed through Factoria. Down in Renton, northbound 405 is getting crowded through the S-curves. Crews wrapped up work early southbound 167 at the West Valley Highway overpass through Sumner. No more any backups in that area, and really the rest of this commute looking pretty good. You can always listen to your favorite local sports content on the FM dial on 97.3 HD2. KIRO News Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
KIRO News Radio, 97.3 FM, Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon, I'm Aaron Granillo. Seattle police now believe it was a lone gunman who killed 2 teenagers last month at a bus stop near Rainier Beach High School. Detective Eric Munoz says they need your help to catch the shooter.
The victims were shot by a gunman that was exiting the King County Metro bus, and our detectives would like to speak with any passengers that were on that bus with the gunman and may not have known it.
That was on the Route 106 bus. They say this was a targeted shooting that happened around 4 p.m. on January 30th. Police have not released any kind of suspect description. In Linwood, the police chief is clarifying a joint statement released this week about ICE activity.
The message, signed by Mayor George Hurst and Police Chief Cole Langdon, urged residents to report ICE activity and included a line condemning senseless acts of violence in Minneapolis against protesters. But Langdon tells the Jason Rance Show on Seattle Red 770 AM, those words were written by the mayor, not him.
That is fully their stance, and that they have that right to make that statement.
But Langdon says as a police officer, he does not. He does say that Washington law bars Linwood police from enforcing immigration policy, because that's ICE's role. Frank Lindsay, KIRO News Radio.
We have reached out to Mayor Hurst for comments. Police departments on the east side are teaming up to crack down on dangerous driving. Bellevue, Issaquah, Redmond, and Kirkland have launched the new East Side Safe Streets Task Force. Starting this weekend, officers will patrol known hotspots and issue tickets for speeding or noisy mufflers. Drivers caught racing could also face arrest. And meet your new leadoff hitter, Mariners fans. Brendan Donovan is in Arizona for spring training, says he's going to fit right in with the ball club.
When you come into an organization, you kind of ask, like, hey, what are some things I should be aware of, like rules or things, just so you kind of don't get caught off guard. And it was just like, we're going to prepare, we're going to be great people. And I was like, I like it.
Donovan comes to Seattle from St. Louis as part of a 3-team trade. Weather update now, looking at sunny skies. Today, increasing clouds overnight, rain tomorrow, and more showers on Saturday. Right now, we have 50 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Aaron Granillo, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news, serving Western Washington and the world with a KIRO News Radio app. Always streaming live on your smart speakers. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
And now, it's time for the Jake and Spike Show on KIRO News Radio. With your hosts, Jake Skorheim and Spike O'Neill.
Welcome back to the show. 2 hours down, 1 hour to go. The show's just flying by today. It's good stuff.
Yeah, man.
It's almost Friday tomorrow, too. That's a fun one. I like Fridays. If you missed any of the show so far, shame on you. and go back and listen. Download the podcast, which is a ton of fun. You can also text us. If you want to be part of the conversation, you can hit us up on the Muckleshoot Casino and Resort text line, 888-973-5476. We're going to get to a bunch of those texts at the bottom half of this hour, at the end of this hour, and you guys can chime in on any number of stories that we've talked about today. And you do. And if you still want to, you have time. 888-973-5476. All right. A couple stuff that we haven't got to yet, which we have been eager to do. There was a parade yesterday. Everybody was very excited.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. Went off without a hitch. Nobody got arrested. Blah. I was hoping 5 at least. So I could win the bet. There's still time if they catch the pergola people.
Right.
So we'll see. Fingers crossed that they make an arrest in that case, although I doubt that they will.
Come on.
Nail them,
Facial recognition software. Come on.
Yes. But so they were encouraging people to take Sound Transit in and get yourself on a light rail or a bus somewhere.
Or
so
a Sound or train or,
whatever.
Yeah.
So you don't get stuck in traffic. So a lot of people did that. Sadly, though, they were parking their cars because it was so busy at these stations. They were parking their cars places they should not have been. And was this up in Linwood where we have this audio?
By 7 o'clock in the morning, the Linwood parking lot was completely full.
Very
As
full.
it is on a daily basis. Doesn't take a victory parade.
Yeah, add a couple 100,000 people who aren't normally there.
Exactly.
You're screwed.
And the surrounding areas and businesses become just overrun.
Mm-hmm. I saw like a text alert that went out. No, not a text alert. What did I see? Because they wouldn't text my phone. It was on X.
Okay.
It was a
WSDOT?
social media post. It was somebody from WSDOT said, "Hey, by the way, if you are trying to get into downtown for the parade, please do not park in front of a business. Please don't leave your car in front of a business if you don't plan on going into that business in the short order, because you're taking up spots for them.
Yeah.
Your car could get towed if you park in an illegal spot." And that's what happened. Cars were getting towed. This is somebody who spoke to King 5, and it was really...
Mary's Towing up in Linwood.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Very, very busy.
Scary Mary, they call her. You've seen pictures. She's a big woman.
Really?
Powerful woman.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a real thing? You making that up?
No, real thing. Do you remember Large March?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Think Large March.
Really?
She's probably packing. It's a tough job, tow truck driver.
It is a tough job.
Tough job. But they had the whole fleet out yesterday. You may not have personally been serviced by Scary Mary.
Maybe somebody who works for her.
Somebody, like I said, the whole fleet was out because they were busy.
Did she go by
busy,
the name
busy.
Scary Mary?
Not to her face.
Okay. Yeah, I probably wouldn't call her Scary Mary. Interesting.
She won't need the sidearm. But it's there.
You got to stay safe. It's a very tricky job,
It
especially
is.
if you're like, hey, think about how tough that job is. This would be interesting to talk to one of those tow truck drivers.
Yeah.
The ones who go around and also repossess vehicles.
Repo guys are
Oh my gosh.
right? Because people lose their minds when someone comes to take their car.
Well, they think somebody's stealing from them, and then
Yes.
they quickly realize they probably go, "Oh yeah, I'm not paying for that car."
Right.
So
and then
it's
they
gonna get
still don't take reality for
then
an
they
answer.
still feel like it's their car.
Yeah.
And then somebody tries to take it away, and dangerous things can happen. So don't get angry at tow truck people. They're just doing a job. That's like being angry at the middleman. All right, so some parade goers parked at a lot where they should not have been at an apartment complex. Listen to this.
So I noticed that the lot was full, and I looked in my spot. Somebody was in my spot, too. I was kind of hesitant about it, but I had to call the tow companies.
Apparently, a lot of people had tow companies called on them. This is, again, from King 5.
It's a little bit, unfair. Coming from Celebration, finding that your car is not there.
I disagree with him.
Unfair?
I disagree. It's unfair. I mean, if you're parking in an illegal spot,
right?
You're taking advantage.
I know it's inconvenient, but rules are rules, laws are laws, man.
55 people who showed up to the parade returned to find their cars gone.
That's just up at Linwood. It happened at my station up in North Shoreline North.
Oh, did it?
Oh, yeah.
Cars getting towed?
Cars getting towed because there's a small lot there that was full also before 7:30 in the morning.
Have you ever had your car towed?
Oh, yes.
What's the cost on that these days?
It's a couple hundred bones.
Yeah, I
like
think back
$250.
when I've only had my car towed one time. I want to say it was $160 to get it back.
It was a while ago, huh?
It was a while ago.
Yeah. You haven't been repossessed ever?
No.
Okay.
No, but that would also be a pain. That would
It
not
is.
be good. Property manager Morgan felt bad that they had to have these cars towed. As you would, but somebody's parking in the spot of your
business.
Your people who live. What do you call these people?
Residents.
Residents.
There you go. Yeah.
Somebody's parking in these resident spots.
I'm lucky enough to be available to have a parking spot here at the station. And when I come in and somebody's in my spot, it feels like a violation.
You're ready to have
it's a
them
personal
towed.
violation. You bet I am.
You're
I
seeing
can tell you
red.
how many times Patty's had to reel me in.
Should walk you off the cliff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Pull me back.
Yeah, here you go.
Read the signs. I'm so sorry. I don't want to tow anyone's vehicle, honestly. But if my residents are paying for a spot, it's my job on the line to Uber next time. Uber to the train.
Uber. Or do what I did. Just drive downtown. It's real easy to get down there. Really easy traffic, and it was not a problem.
We made a joke yesterday. Luke Ducey was on the ground for us yesterday in the parade, and I kind of made a joke. Just parking is so expensive at these events, so expensive.
It is crazy expensive.
Yeah, and I made a joke. It's cheaper just to have your car towed, but it's not. It's really not.
It's only slightly more expensive to have your car towed.
If it's a matter of time, and
if you're adding in the time, you're
right. Extra $60-$80 is a push.
And you have to get to the tow lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what actually be probably cheaper is if you just drove it to the tow lot and left it there, and then
you know where it is at the end of the day.
You know where
Save
it
all
is.
that time researching.
It's safe. You can't get into a tow lot.
The most embarrassing moments when you call the police to report your car stolen, and they're the ones that tell you where to go pick it up.
I always wonder how that is how it works.
That's exactly how it works.
The one time it happened to me, there was a sign right in front of where I parked, and I was like, oh my God, I got ripped off. Somebody stole my car. And then I looked straight ahead, and there's a sign I parked right in front of.
Let me tell you, you better hope it's towed. I called first the tow company near my apartment complex when my car was stolen.
You had the worst case
out of my
scenario.
driveway while I was home. And they were just shrugged their shoulders. They were like, sorry.
Don't have it.
Not in the system.
Brazen.
Yeah.
Brazen.
The way your stomach just drops to your shoes of like, okay, this is going to be a way bigger thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's horrible.
It's way more embarrassing to have it repoed than stolen.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell you.
Have you had a car repoed?
Yes, I have. I swear to you, I have.
I imagine this was some time ago, and I imagine.
Yeah, it was quite a while ago.
And I imagine.
Young and dumb.
How do you explain? Like, were you married at the time?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, how do you explain that to your wife?
I couldn't even get a date at that time.
Yeah.
I left the state of Maryland I'd moved to Florida, and brought my car with me.
Left
had a
some
nice
debts
convertible.
behind. They follow you, don't they?
I got 3 months behind. 3 months behind on my car payment, trying to make it in a new city.
Sure.
Yeah, I got 3 months behind. I came out of work one night and called the Orlando PD. Hey, my car's been stolen. No, it hadn't.
So they let the local cops know?
Yes, exactly.
That's nice.
Yeah, the repo man was
So
nice
you know
enough
it wasn't
to,
stolen?
Yeah.
There was.
I went from fear to shame. It was like, drop a hat, boom.
Did you still have to? I imagine you still had to make the back payments.
Oh no, I tried.
No.
I tried that. No, it was gone.
So in that case, they don't let you have the car back.
Nah, I said I could have you by Monday morning. I could be caught up by Monday. Nope, that ship has sailed.
So were you just holding the money? You just didn't want to pay it yet?
I didn't have the money.
But you got it.
I could have got the money by Monday.
You could have called Mom.
Dad.
Yeah.
You bet I would.
Yeah.
Would have.
Yeah, but you were trying to stand on your own 2 feet. You didn't want to do it.
I just got behind.
Totally get it.
Had to eat.
Gotta eat.
Big
dogs gotta eat.
Had to sleep. Had to eat. Thought I could,
Big dogs gotta recreate.
Right? Had to recreate.
Big dogs gotta drink.
Yeah, that's it. Anywho, I learned my lesson.
You learned lessons. You know what?
Yeah.
It's so funny, those little things in life, though, because I bet you for the rest of life, you were on time.
Oh, no. Auto pay.
Auto pay.
I took it out of my silly, stupid
Tell you
hands.
What, a lot of places, they'll give you 5%
That's right.
rate save if you set up an auto pay.
You betcha I
for
do.
like almost any service
Everything.
you do.
I haven't paid a cable bill in years.
Auto pay.
Auto pay.
Same thing.
Boom.
You just send a text to my phone now. They say this amount was taken out of your cable.
Yep.
Lovely.
They sent me a nice note saying they're going to raise my rates.
Your cable?
Yeah, I'm canceling.
You got to cut it, dude.
I'm cutting it.
You got to cut that
Gotta
cable.
cut it.
Yeah. We only have the internet service. We don't do cable. We just do internet because
your boys can read, right? Books and stuff.
They read books.
Yeah, we should have taught our kids to read. Would have saved a ton on cable.
You would have saved a ton on
taught my
cash.
kids to read.
Go to Half Price Books. Think of all the money you spend on cable. Just go to Half Price Books.
Oh my gosh, I could make car payments what I pay for cable. It's crazy.
Cable's crazy. What's crazy though is what we've devolved into with streaming services. Because now there's 25 different streaming services and everybody has at least 4. That's as much as cable. I mean, Netflix is what, $17 a month?
I think with a premium, commercial free.
What's
what's
Disney these days? Disney's like $12.99, something like that.
A month, yeah.
You want to get the bundle package with Hulu,
Disney,
and you're looking at 15.
Yada, you name it.
Okay, so now
Got
we're
'em all.
like
You
for
want
Disney.
Peacock?
You want Peacock?
You want to watch the Olympics?
Old episodes of The Office?
Boom.
It's probably worth it. Probably worth it. But still, it's a lot of dough. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm cutting the cord.
What they should do is they should put together all of these sites into one site.
Right.
And just call it cable. I think we've made this joke already before.
But they should charge me what they charged me back when that idea first hit the streets.
Yeah.
It was a good deal back then.
Do you remember how cheap that all used to be?
Sure.
Like Netflix?
Yeah.
And it was a calculated thing. Netflix said, why don't we make it really, really cheap? We're going to lose money on this for the first 15 years.
Get them hooked.
Get them addicted.
Yep.
The first taste is free.
That's it. That's how it works.
Once you're in and you cannot get away from it, then we're just going to start jacking prices up.
Yeah.
Charge you a ton of money. But you know what? I'm never going to run out of things to watch.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. We have a lot more stuff to talk about, so let's get to some of that stuff. Speaking of things that are going up, how's that for a transition? Homeless count is going up in King County. King County Homeless Authority, this was in Seattle Times. King County Homelessness Authority is expecting to see another increase. Basically, they do this count, and it's a pretty regular count, and they say every time they have done the count over the last several years, every time it increases by about 1,500 to 2,000 people. So they say they see no reason why, because they have not seen a dramatic increase in housing availability. Certainly prices have not gone down.
Nope.
All those things. If you believe that those are the cause of why people are on the street, then as I believe King County Homeless Authority does, then they said you're going to expect to see an increase in these things. I think that's playing into it somewhat. I also think we have in Seattle, I say we because I'm sitting in Seattle right now, although I don't live here. They do have a housing first approach, which is one of those things that is endlessly debated. Seattle Times has this statement in there. They say, known as the housing first, despite evidence, they're talking about the White House. The White House officials have criticized the dominant strategy for ending homelessness, known as housing first, despite evidence showing that it succeeds at keeping people housed. Now, that's kind of a loaded statement, I think, because people housed is not the end goal, right? Or am I wrong about that?
It's not the end goal. It can't be the end goal.
Because
a healthy, thriving, productive society is the end goal.
A thriving, healthy society, the people in the houses to be healthy and thriving.
Exactly.
And paying for themselves.
Yeah, self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Because if the goal is just to have them under a roof, well, you can do that. There is a cost at which you can do that.
And there's a benefit to that, too, because some people just aren't going to get well, and they're not going to be in front of your face, in front of your business.
100%.
There's a benefit.
100%.
Yeah.
For some people, I believe, with mental health issues.
Or drug addiction. Yeah.
Drug addiction is really bad.
Or substance addiction, whatever.
I would not say that housing first for drug addiction would be my preference.
Hasn't worked.
I think it would be better to force that person to get clean.
And the evidence is everywhere that the housing first model destroys housing opportunities.
It does.
It really does.
And
it makes places unlivable.
It takes away housing opportunities for people who aren't addicted to drugs.
Exactly right. Can't put a family in that place.
Can't put a family. It's not fair to somebody who's paying out of pocket, even at a reduced rate, paying out of pocket, trying to raise their family, and then you stick a drug addict next to them who has been living on the street. And
Andrea Suarez from I Heart Seattle.
Yep.
She'll tell you there are families that choose to be on the streets because it's safer in their minds.
It's horrible.
Than some of these housing first opportunities present to them.
Horrible, horrible. Well, I hope they get that under control because obviously that's a problem.
No, but you need to throw more money at it, right? Isn't that a problem?
Just throw money. just as much money as they need.
I crack myself
Take
up.
some more money. Take it from the rich. They got plenty.
Right?
Take it from all those riches.
Well, no, you want to go to Florida? Fine. Just leave your money here.
Leave your money here.
Go to Florida. Go enjoy.
We're kidding.
Enjoy that water.
We like the rich. Stay here. We don't want to spend your money. Keep your own money. That's fine.
I got in a debate with somebody, not to be, but
no, go ahead.
About businesses leaving town, and my eyes aren't shut.
You've made no secret though that you think that's.
I think that the well-to-do could afford to pay more, but he pointed out something to me. He said, when you're starting a business, because we were talking, who are we talking to from Seattle?
Association of Washington Businesses. That would have been Morgan something.
Travis, I think.
Morgan
Irwin. When people decide to leave the area, or where would I start a business? He failed to point out, and it's not to be, he wasn't hiding the facts, but the quality of life here is why a lot of businesses start here. When you look about where you're going to put your corporate headquarters, of course, taxation is a huge factor. It really is.
Yeah.
But you can't ignore the fact that this is a very desirable place to live. That weighs into it.
It can be, although I would say that is decreasing. There is a breaking point I do think people reach where they say, "Hey, it's really beautiful here." You cannot argue with the beauty.
I think your point's. I know where you're going.
The thing about where we all live, and we're so lucky to live here, is we're basically living in what looks like a 1980s movie set, like a Steven Spielberg 1980s movie set. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
We have the mountains, we have the trees.
The sound is out there.
We were watching E.T. the other day, and there's a part where Elliot's in the woods with E.T., and I'm just like, that could be in Washington.
Sure could.
Or like the Goonies in Astoria. And
right.
Everything looks like Astoria around here. Like this is beautiful.
Yep.
However, the taxes, I do think, are choking some people.
There's a point. There's a point where it's going to cost us business.
It's going to cost us. Curve. What is that thing called? Like where it's like you can only tax somebody so much, and then they say we just got to go. I just can't.
It's
anymore.
The Bezos effect, I believe they call it.
The Bezos effect. Okay. No, that's also it could be updated and call it the Bezos.
And you got to factor in the fact that people want to have start your business. I mean, when you're trying to draw the best employees from around the planet, if not the country, right? And where are we going to put you guys?
Yeah.
Going to put you out there in, Wahoo, Texas, because the land's so cheap. Nothing to do, nothing to see, nowhere to go. It's hot, it's dusty, it's freezing cold in the winter. You can't count on the power grid. You're going to come to Seattle. You're going to cost a little more to live here, but look where you live. You can ski in the afternoon. You can water ski with some, you can do it all here. You can climb, you can hike.
Can't afford to live here, though.
You can't afford to live here. You got to live out in the...
Also, we're going to take all your money. So you're going to live in less of a house than you would live almost anywhere else in the country.
We have too much stuff. We have too much stuff. Our houses are too big. America. We get too much stuff.
I disagree.
You know what I pay for storage?
I do know what you pay for.
You think my cable's high?
Yeah.
Dude, I got too much stuff.
That is a business.
What's it called? There. Swedish death cleaning?
The Gentle Art of Swedish Death Cleaning.
Yeah. You know what? Father's Day's coming.
Yeah. It's a nice book.
Yeah, it is. That'd be a hell of a gift.
All right. Well, we didn't get to a lot we wanted to, but
Sorry.
It doesn't. No, it's good. I think it's good. We got a lot. That means we had fun conversations. We have a lot more coming up. Let's try to squeeze as much into the next segment.
What's coming up this week, Sunday?
What is Sunday?
Valentine's Day.
Is that Sunday or Saturday?
Saturday. Oh, Saturday. I'm going to celebrate on Sunday.
Good reminder.
Because guilt really plays a factor in what I get her.
Do you guys want to hear audio from a cute Valentine's story, or do you want to yell about voter ID? You text us. You let us know.
Let the jury decide.
Muckleshoot Casino Resort text line 888-973-5476. You want Spike and I to...
you want to say democracy or your marriage?
There you go.
You call. You make the call.
All right. You let us know on the text line. We'll do that next.
This hour is brought to you by Davis Law Group.
I know the paint's barely dry on the new Super Bowl champ Seahawks gear, but can you believe the Mariners pitchers and catchers report today?
Holy catfish, that was fast.
They know from day one of spring training, they have a chance to win the whole thing.
Look who we have in studio.
Baseball royalty.
Rick Riz.
Congratulations to Seahawks. Now it's our time to go win a World Series.
Follow how the 2026 Mariners come together at mynorthwest.com.
Esta canción que canto, amigos, es una más.
Experience the iconic Mexican music group Bronco at Muckleshoot Casino Resort, Saturday, February 28th at 8 p.m. They've sold more than 20 million albums and performed for audiences all over the world. Now Bronco is bringing their modern take on regional Mexican sound live to Muckleshoot Casino Resort. Tickets are on sale now at muckleshootcasino.com.
At Guardian Roofing, Gutters, and Insulation, we know the key to a long-lasting roof is yearly maintenance. Need an inspection, repair, restoration, moss removal, or just a cleanup? You can trust Guardian's licensed, insured, and expertly trained team. We offer free estimates, second opinions, and financing, giving you the peace of mind your home deserves. Call today. Our first-time customers can save $99 on our award-winning roof repair and cleaning service. Visit us at guardianroofing.com.
As a social influencer, my days can be busy. 4 a.m., I hit the gym. 4:32, protein smoothie. 5:08, save time and money bundling my home and auto insurance with Progressive. Wait, if I bundle and save time, what would I do then? Just sit here and reflect? Like, why am I qualified to influence anyone? And how those weights are hollow? And half of my followers are bots.
You could save time and money bundling your home and auto when you switch to Progressive. It's one less thing to worry about during your already busy day. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. For nearly 50 years, over 90,000 homeowners have trusted Home Comfort Alliance, including me. John Curley here. Save up to $2,000 on a new Lennox heating and cooling system. Schedule your free consultation at HomeComfortAlliance.com. Call the comfort people at Home Comfort Alliance.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Seattle will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
The stock market was on fire in 2025 due to AI and tech stocks. Now is the time to set a strategy for 2026. It's a good opportunity to lock in those gains and invest into a stable platform. With $8 trillion in cash sitting on the sidelines, investors are either scared or unsure where to go. Hi, I'm Scott Rurecka, CEO of Legacy Group Capital in Bellevue. Legacy Group Capital develops local real estate, lends money, and shares the profits with our investors. Diversify with Legacy Group Capital. Invest into our Northwest Fund, which is currently delivering 9% on a fixed rate term. It's our flagship fund for 19 years with zero investor losses. And yes, we do accept IRAs. Find out why 1,300 local investors have invested over $350 million.
Legacy Group Capital at LegacyG.com. This is not investment advice. Investments available to accredited investors only. Details at LegacyG.com.
At Bible Law Group, our team reflects the same lessons learned by our founder, James Bible, while playing for legendary Husky coach Don James. Coach James always said it's amazing what gets done when nobody claims credit. That's the philosophy we carry into every case, because your victory is what matters at Bible Law Group. When your legal problems hit biblical levels and you feel like you're stuck in a lion's den of litigation, you need a legal team that won't back down. At Bible Law, we've secured over $40 million in settlements for our clients, and we're ready to fight for you. Find us online at BibleLawGroup.com.
At Subaru of Puyallup, enjoy a truly stress-free shopping and buying experience. Friendly experts, transparent pricing, and genuine care. During the Subaru A Lot to Love event through March 31st, enjoy extra savings. Visit your stress-free dealership today. SubaruofPuyallup.com.
Fresh food comes from local farms. Check the package. For the best for your family, choose locally fresh Wilcox Family Farms eggs. And for eggs with 3 times the omega-3, choose Wilcox Omega-3 eggs. Wilcox Family Farms, locally fresh since 1909.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and MyNorthwest.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Aaron Granello. A jury is now deciding the fate of a man accused of beating a transgender woman in the U District last March. KIRO News Radio's James Lynch has the latest on the hate crime trial of Andre Carlo.
The morning started with jury instructions from Judge Jim Rogers. Then came closing statements. Prosecutors told jurors the case is clear, that the victim, Andy Hoseppel, was beaten at the hands of the defendant and that the attack was because she is trans. The defense argued Hoseppel was not attacked at all, instead that she was involved in a fight. The jury now, 6 men and 6 women, will try to reach a verdict. At the King County Courthouse, James Lynch, KIRO News Radio.
Said a police chief has released a statement after the city settled a lawsuit with the family of John V. Kandula. She was the 23-year-old student who was hit and killed by a Seattle police officer 3 years ago. Chief Sean Barnes says Kandula was a valued member of our community and adds her death has led to new officer driver training and policies. KIRO 7 TV Samantha Lamibao reports the city is paying Kandula's family $29 million.
Now, the Seattle officer Kevin Dave was fired and ordered to pay a $5,000 fine for negligent driving. As for another officer that became viral, Daniel Otterer, who is also in Seattle police, who made controversial remarks about Kandula's death in a body cam video, he was also let go, and he has since sued the city for a wrongful termination.
Today's show co-host Savannah Guthrie shared a new message about her missing mother on social media. The post coming amid new law enforcement activity outside of her mother's home in Tucson, Arizona. CBS's Andres Gutierrez is there.
A source close to the investigation confirms to CBS News the discovery of a pair of gloves found about a mile or so from Guthrie's home. They appear to be similar to the ones seen in the doorbell video. Investigators are testing them for DNA.
It appears funding for the Department of Homeland Security is about to run out. Senate Democrats blocked a measure to advance a spending bill. Minority Leader Chuck Schumer
today asked a simple question. Will you rein in ICE's abuses, or will you vote to extend the chaos? Republicans chose chaos, and the Democrats, we refused.
The deadline to pass a spending bill for DHS is midnight Friday. Now to the real-time traffic desk at 2:33. Here's Nate Connors.
Thanks, Aaron. Simply Seattle has our update. Up in Everett, eastbound 526, heavy leaving the Boeing factory over to I-5, and now North 5 through Everett, starting to fill in between the Boeing Freeway and Highway 2. Everett to Marysville's at 10 minutes. Here in Seattle, North 5, we have scattered backups starting closer to the Michigan Curve now and going across the Ship Canal Bridge. Plan on a half hour to make it through downtown. Northbound 99 right now is a great option for you as that is wide open. South 5 is packed at the Ship Canal Bridge down to the Convention Center. South 405, you're going to slow in South Bellevue past Cold Creek Parkway. Then you open up and you're clear until you get into South Center where traffic is pretty thick. Bellevue to South Center will take you a half hour. Over in Renton, North 405, we're heavy through the S-curves. And an update on our traffic alert out toward Easton. In Eastern Washington, one lane just reopened eastbound 90 at milepost 73 where we have a rollover crash, but there's a good 6-mile bumper-to-bumper backup behind it. Get your championship gear at Simply Seattle, your go-to shop for Seahawks gear with both licensed and custom designs you won't find anywhere else. Celebrate the title with jerseys, shirts, hoodies, hats, and collectibles. Use code ESPN15 for 15% off your order at simplyseattle.com. KIRO News Radio real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
Mainly clear skies right now. That will change overnight. We'll see cloudy skies as the night goes on, and then rain returns for tomorrow. Right now, 52 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Aaron Granillo, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
All right, welcome back to the show. If you guys missed any of our conversation yesterday, we had Senator John Lovick. He will always be Sheriff John Lovick to me. That's how I knew him when he would come on Dory's show years ago. And I was producing then at the time, and he would fry turkeys up for us, and we would auction them off for charity at Thanksgiving every year. It was a really cool thing. We had him on the show yesterday, and he's proposing this new bill talking about a board that would have the power to decertify and then replace sheriffs throughout the state. There's currently no sheriffs in any county in Washington State that support this for obvious reasons. I also don't think it's a good idea, but he did come on the show, so I want to highlight it was a good conversation. We've just posted the whole thing. You can check it out. If you go to my X page, at Jake Skorheim, we've reposted it there. Also the Jake and Spike Show page. It's really interesting back and forth, and, so I just want to promote that. And, again, thank you to Lovick for coming on with us. All right, let's get to this other story. Valentine's Day is coming up, Spike, as you did absolutely not know the day. You thought it was Sunday.
I didn't know
It's
the
Saturday.
date today.
Yeah.
It's Friday the 13th is tomorrow.
Holy smokes, that happens a lot.
Love it.
Doesn't it happen a lot?
Every 7 years.
Do you watch Friday the 13th?
The movies?
Movie?
Nah, not
Do you watch those on that day?
Never. I'm not a slasher guy.
I hate scary movies.
Hate them.
I can't stand them.
Nope.
They're so scary.
Not for me.
Yeah. I like happy movies.
Yeah.
I like action movies.
Me too.
I like mystery movies.
I'm not afraid of gore. I like a little, somebody get their arm ripped off. I'm not a John Wick fan.
Okay, is John Wick gore? That's not gore. That's action.
That's action.
I guess it's kind of action gore. It's bloody. I like John Wick.
Love John Wick.
I really love. Did you ever see Nobody with Bob Odenkirk?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Good
wonderful.
Lord.
Who knew he was so versatile?
It's not Valentine's-y, but I would recommend you trying to get your
cuddler. It's a cuddler.
Yeah, watch that movie with your wife.
Yeah.
This Valentine's Day. It's called Nobody. It's about love.
They made a sequel, too.
Yeah. What's it called? Is it Nobody 2?
Nobody Else, I think.
Or Still Nobody
Still
or something? I
Nobody.
don't know what it's called. All right, so this is Steve Hartman on CBS. Steve Hartman, he chases down really sweet stories.
Thank goodness, too.
Yeah, they're always very affirming and make you feel good about life. And he found a couple, as we head into Valentine's Day, he found a couple whose names are Dawn and Marilyn, which are just perfect old names.
Oh,
they're 94 years old. They've been married for a good chunk of time. I don't know exactly how long. Long time.
7 weeks, it says. Sorry.
That'd be funny, wouldn't it? They're only married for like a couple of weeks.
Feels like we're still on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
So, Don, look how lovely they are.
Aren't they just so sweet? And they're highlighting this couple because they have a unique way that they go to sleep. He sings her to sleep every night, which is very, very sweet. I'm going to play a little clip of that and we can chat about it.
In less time than it takes to make a cup of tea.
2 minutes.
I will explain the secret of a long and happy marriage.
There.
As told to me by 94-year-old Don Barnett
Here you go.
and his 93-year-old wife Marilyn of Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
I'll get this done.
Their public displays of affection made possible, they say, by their private nightly ritual.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to do.
Family-friendly
We
show.
wouldn't go to sleep without that.
It happens.
You want a song?
Right before bed.
Sure.
Don sits down beside his bride of 68 years and starts to sing.
Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable.
I just look forward to it. And he has a beautiful voice.
And she prays for
Love that clings to me.
They started doing this about 50 years ago.
50 years
And
ago?
I discovered a couple of things. First of all, it pleased her. And secondly, it calmed us. And if we had a disagreement or something before, it was gone by the time we went to sleep.
That is nice.
A magical musical elixir.
You got it.
That their son Doug says happens without fail.
Whether they're here or in a hotel room or in the hospital.
Doesn't matter. I'm not aware that they ever miss it.
Mersey don'ts and dozy don'ts and Mersey days.
Last month, Marilyn fell and broke her hip. And sure enough, her nightly serenade continued without skipping a beat.
It's when we're dancing. When you sing to your spouse, she realizes you really care enough to go out of your way rather than just saying, "Good night, honey."
That's very sweet.
That's lovely.
I had two instincts as I heard the story. One I'm less proud of.
That you should sing to your wife is one, right?
No, that's not an instinct.
Okay.
My wife does not want me to sing to her every night. But it's a lovely thing. It's a lovely thing. I think he's really onto something too, or they are onto something, where he talks about, like, if you finish every night, like my parents have always said, you've probably heard this advice too, never go to bed angry.
Right.
It really matters.
It does. It really does.
Talk it out, figure it out.
How many days what's your record for staying up? Mine's 4.
You have some late nights. Yeah. You may have some late nights, but don't go to bed angry.
Don't go to bed angry.
So him singing to her is really sweet. Obviously, it's very nice. I do wonder, 50 years is a long time to sing every night. It's a long time.
You got to have a wide repertoire. You can't be singing Mares Eat Oats and Does Eat Oats and Little Lambs Eat Ivy.
Was that one of the songs that
yeah,
you were singing?
Kittle Eat Ivy too, wouldn't you?
Do you think your wife would like if you sang to her every night?
Eat oats and little lambs eat ivy.
No, I know the song.
I didn't realize it was
We're not
real
married.
words.
Don't sing to me.
I was real. Yeah, I don't sing to Melissa. She comes to our shows. She pretends to listen.
Would she want it every night?
No.
Singing.
Oh no, that would not
Singing.
fly. She
Yeah.
was a fast machine. She kept her motor clean.
And that's it. And then it's song choice.
yeah,
Like, what are you
right,
singing? It
right.
seems like it would have to be sweet.
It would.
Like, it's nice to sing to your kids when they're young.
Sure.
Like
yes.
lullabies, things like
right.
that. Like, we have little songs.
You sing the boys? You sing them to sleep?
I don't sing them to sleep every night, but when they're very young, when they're like little enough
yeah.
that I
Yep,
can hold them, you just like sing little sweet songs. That's like the sweetest thing in the world.
Big Daddy, a nice retirement home.
Exactly. Yes.
That's right.
Subliminal messages
Yeah.
that later in life they're going to remember, and they're going to start they're going to repay all the favors that you gave them.
Be nice to your kids. They pick your retirement home.
Very, very sweet story, and
That's
I hope
lovely. Good for Don and Marilyn.
Don and Marilyn, and I hope they have many more years of singing.
Isn't that beautiful.
So nice. Laura, would you love if somebody was singing you to sleep every night, or would that be no?
No. It's so sweet in theory, and I'm really glad that it works for them. But in practice,
It's a lot of
It's
singing.
a lot.
It's a lot.
I'm sorry. I was clearing my throat. It doesn't have to be singing. Just a gesture of affection.
Sure.
Or to your point, don't go to bed
connection.
mad. Yes.
A connection.
It doesn't have to be, so I'm sorry. It doesn't have to be, settling or whatever.
Yeah.
A display of appreciation and affection at the end of every day is.
Bring me a glass of wine. That I would like.
I thought you were going to say water.
Or tea.
I was going to say wine. It kind of makes you an alcoholic. Every single night for 50 years? Isn't that a problem?
Boxes empty,
one
empty
little
boxes
glass?
next to the bed.
Just one tiny little
bucket of
pint.
wine.
A pint
That's
of
why
wine.
you buy the
and
box so it lasts longer.
Yeah, you keep it on the dresser. You get it yourself. Game's on. I'm watching a
Get me a
replay
mini
of
fridge for the
I'm
bedroom.
watching a replay of the Super Bowl. I did that last night. I watched
That's
a
a
replay of the
sweet
Super Bowl.
couple. Good for them. You watched the replay?
Yeah.
Last night?
Yep.
So did I.
It was on the NFL Network.
No, I mean my son and I just watched
You watched the tape?
we watched a YouTube a highlight reel.
Yeah. NFL Network ran it last night. It just had me flipping through, and it was the opening kickoff. I'm like, yes!
It's a good game. It's a
great game.
It's a good game. Yeah. That could be a fun thing to do every
that's what
night.
we'll do on Valentine's
Your wife
Day,
could show
yeah.
you a football game every night. Absolutely. All right, let's get to some text messages. There are plenty, so let's get to those next. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Can Seattle and the 12s throw a party or what?
They're thinking there could be up to 1 million 12s for this parade.
We're the best in the world! You hear me?
You know, me and so many others remember taking my kid to the parade 12 years ago. And now another generation gets to share that.
Home of your Super Bowl champion Seahawks.
Hey, we not done. We coming back next year.
KIRO News Radio.
Hey, Spike O'Neill for Integrity Roofing and Construction. Don't let the sunshine fool you, folks. The rain season is here. And Integrity is your trusted local roofing team. They offer free estimates, and the customer satisfaction just speaks for itself. They can keep your home leak-free during the rainy season and protect you from the Northwest's inevitable soggy. Visit IntegrityRC.com to schedule a free roof assessment or video inspection today. They've got years of experience in roofing and full restorations. Their skilled teams do great work, whether it's a simple roof repair or a full renovation. Visit them online, IntegrityRC.com.
For over 50 years, Bucky's Complete Auto Repair has been the one locals trust for honest pricing, expert service, and guaranteed repairs. This dedication has earned them a Carfax Preferred designation. At Bucky's, every customer gets detailed Carfax updates, timely service reminders, and a full service history, all at your fingertips. With 16 family-owned locations, no appointment needed, and easy financing, Bucky's makes auto care simple. Visit Bucky's.com today and drive with confidence. Bucky's.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side, your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed, plus free premium delivery with any bed and base. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
At the UPS store, we know being a small business owner means holiday time is still go time. Still get those orders shipped time. And still re-up on stamps and supplies time. That's why this upcoming holiday, while others close up shop, we'll be open. And happy to help you keep being unstoppable. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS store. Be unstoppable.
Free consultations, no fee guarantees, 5-star reviews. JP Pendergast with Pendergast Law explains the importance of going beyond these familiar offerings.
Accident victims want an attorney, Tom, that satisfies their needs. Someone who handles those needs with the highest degree of care. Pendergast Law offers the no-fee guarantees and free consultations, but these only scratch the surface.
Okay, explain more.
We make sure that every member of our team is genuinely passionate about helping others. Customer service and communication are our top priority. It's how we take care of our clients so they always feel one step ahead of the insurance companies. Our strong reputation for high standards provides comfort and confidence when it's needed most.
Pendergast Law offers the free consultations, the no-fee guarantees, and of course, they are 5-star rated. But what really makes them different is their genuine passion for helping others. I can't recommend them enough.
If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident, call Pendergast Law. we can help.
That's PenderGasLaw.com.
Are you curious about who offers the best deals on top-rated Samsung, LG, and Sony TVs? The answer is surprising. It's not online, and it's not the warehouse clubs. The best deals on top-rated TVs are at Video Only. Don't believe it? Then check out the trade-in deals at Video Only. How about $500 for your old TV? Try doing that online. Before you buy that new TV, drop into Video Only. If you don't, you'll be sorry.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Life's expensive enough, isn't it? Groceries, gas, kids' activities. Sometimes your roof needs replacing, but your budget says not now. Hi, I'm Justin Shirley, CEO of State Roofing and Exteriors. We want to help with an offer to lift that weight off your shoulders. Get 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for up to 24 months. Or save up to $3,000 on a new roof today. Call 866-ROOF-ROOF or visit stateroofing.com.
Hair Volume from New Nordic will make your hair look thick and healthy. Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and newnordicusa.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Our local tax expert and advocate Greg Nunn understands the pressure that comes from owing money to the IRS. Don't let that pressure build. Call None Better Tax Resolution. From stress to success with IRS Solutions. Google NUNN. None Better Tax Resolution.
Olympic Hot Tub Super Smart Top Special is here. Hey, it's Ryan Roland Smith. This is your chance to save now on your new hot tub and get a free Smart Top worth $3,700. Take it from me because I have one. Smart Top is the ultimate cover for your tub. Strong, long-lasting, and ready to defend your tub against northwest weather. Super Smart Top special savings will make you feel, well, super. Details at olympichottub.com. Better you, better life.
Olympic Hot Tub.
All right, welcome back to the show. We got a lot of text messages, a lot of stuff today. Let's just jump right in. Laura, go for it.
Yeah, on arrests at the Seahawks parade, Fernando in Seattle pointed out something very, very, very smart, which is Laura won. She said 0 arrests.
Nice. Very nice.
And I did.
Congrats.
I said 0 arrests.
Okay.
What do I win?
You free coffee.
Someone gets me coffee from the coffee machine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Done.
For the whole week.
Done.
Tomorrow's
Spike's gonna
Friday.
grab it, and that's from both of us.
No, a full week. Yeah, you betcha. We'll cater your coffee. On taking light rail to the parade, Carl in the 253 says, has Sound Transit posted revenue for all the riders paying their fares, or was it all free rides yesterday?
I didn't see any messages that it was free. I
didn't
assume
either.
people had to pay.
Yeah, I assume so too.
They better have paid.
Yeah, how would Sand Transit forego the 1 day a year?
Or Sound
They could
Transit.
what did I say?
Sand Transit.
Sand Transit, I could beat you in my mind.
Sand Transit would actually be a really good name for a train line in
the beach.
New Jersey or like
yeah,
Jersey
Ocean City
Shore.
Rail, yeah,
Sand Transit.
Sand Transit.
Or if Ocean Shores opens up a light rail. I don't know if they need
Get
it.
those 200-300 people around.
Yep, absolutely.
They
Bonnie
have more
said,
ridership than we would.
I'd take a light rail to Sand Transit.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If they had it. Bonnie says, I was a chucklehead and it worked out beautifully. I learned my lesson from the last Super Bowl parade, never again with light rail. After hours of waiting in line, we finally got on at the very first stop. If we were not at the very first stop, you could never get on.
The crowd crush on light rail after games.
I heard it was busy.
Beyond.
Yeah, it's pretty busy.
On the rally supporting the millionaires tax in Olympia, and you guys gave some attempts at rewriting the chants. Gary says, tax the rich and bankrupt our state. I think that's what they said.
Nice.
Okay. Bonnie says, billionaires, pay your due.
Millionaires.
Millionaires. That's what I said, right?
You said billionaires.
Well, okay. Let's
Didn't
see.
you say
I
billionaires?
think they should raise
Sand Transit and billionaires.
It's clearly time for me to go home. We plan on lowering it, and we're coming for you, too.
That's right.
It says, yeah.
Millionaires pay your due. We plan on lowering it, and we're coming for you, too. She's right. Everyone will be taxed on this eventually.
That's what I hate about it.
Because we asked them. We talked to Peterson himself. We said, what guarantee can you give anybody that sticks with millionaires? He goes, we would never guarantee that because we don't want to stop future legislators from being able to get money.
Tie anybody's hands. How could you get in somebody's pocket if your hands are tied?
We hate tying people's hands. On a statewide sugar tax, 425 says, the science is clear on soda. It is poison. It should be taxed like alcohol and tobacco. I'm not advocating for soda, but I just don't like charging people more money for things. I just think it's a bad way of doing business.
Well, and Chris in Lake Tap says, and yet somehow a Frappuccino from Starbucks isn't considered a sugary drink. Crazy.
Sure it is.
No, under this tax, I think.
It's not? Has he seen Frappuccino?
Wouldn't it only be grocery or bottled?
That's a good question.
I don't know. We got to look into that.
That is a good question, Chris.
And on V8, Charlie Brown says, spicy V8 is my go-to for lunch at work. Roast beef sandwich because we need meat, but spicy V8 is the way to go.
Well, that sounds nice. A roast beef sandwich and a spicy V8.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm craving that now.
Oof, I'm hungry. Bonnie said, no, who is this?
Gary.
Let Gary. V8, oh yeah. At the end of the day and feeling like a tank is on E, 8 ounces of V8. Better than anything in the cooler. Maybe not better than anything, but thank you, Gary.
On paying for the pergola, Phyllis in Auburn says, good thing the clowns standing on that pergola didn't fall and get hurt or killed because of their actions. If they had gotten hurt, I'm sure the city would have gotten sued for millions of dollars.
I'm sure they would. Yeah.
I think personal idiocy might be the undoing of your lawsuit. On towed or repossessed cars, Benny the Tugboat says, think you have problems? I just sold a car 3 months ago, and the guy who bought it refuses to change title into his name, and his teenage daughter is driving it. I've gotten tickets from speeding and toll cameras. Wow. I didn't get his name and fill out a form saying I sold it. What? Big problem. I'm telling you guys so you don't make the same mistake. So you sold a car for cash and didn't get a bill of sale?
Sounds like did he do a bill of sale? I just sold a car 3 months ago. Yeah, it sounds like he did a bill of sale, but the guy, or you tear off the thing, but you don't, the guy says, I'll just fill it out later. Make him fill it out in front of you so you have their name because you need to be able to get, that's a huge liability.
Yeah.
You want to be able to go right onto the website, which is very easy to do. Just file a little thing saying, here's a person who bought my car. Liability done.
Yep. That's
super simple.
Yeah, tolls are the least of your problems.
Yeah, no kidding. On cable versus streaming, B in Puyallup says, Peacock got expensive. I went and I bought the box set of The Office and it was way cheaper.
We've come full circle, really.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Shauna in Quilcene says, I have 7 streaming services. Every December, I get the holiday special pricing. In the beginning of November, I cancel all of them, and in December, I sign up again. I'm only paying about $60 a month for all 7. I have 5 different emails, so I switch off every few years using different emails to sign up. They haven't caught on yet.
Genius.
Wow.
Shauna.
Teach me your ways. I mean, I guess you just did. I'm gonna do that.
She's a Quilcene shaman.
That is really smart.
It really is.
Good job, Shauna. You've cracked the code. She's done it. Round of applause for Shauna, everyone. She's done it. Good job, Shauna. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. John Curley is coming up next. We will see you back here tomorrow. It's going to be Friday. It'll be fun. Friday the 13th. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
This is what it's all about, right?
The Seahawks win Super Bowl 60.
The pure joy.
To beat the Patriots, especially in the 49ers stadium, it means everything.
It's a great time to be alive for Seattle fans.
It's why we're 12s.
Just like Mike McDonald said, we did not care.
We got a parade to get to.
Seattle will hold a victory parade Wednesday.
We are the home of your Super Bowl champion Seahawks.
They are bringing the Lombardi back to the Northwest.
KIRO News Radio.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Eric Johnson here. I covered a lot of accidents over the past 30 years or so, but I never got to say much about what to do after a crash. Be honest, do you know what evidence to collect, what pictures to take, what documents to request, or what you shouldn't say to your insurance company? The Washington Accident Book Series is a must-have for drivers who want to be prepared for whatever the roads throw at them. Know your rights and how to avoid common mistakes after an accident by getting your free copy at WashingtonAccidentBooks.com.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Seattle will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Hey, Brock Hewitt here with my buddy, Dr. Daniel Nelson from Eastside Pain and Regenerative Medicine. The stem cell therapy you did on my knee was a game changer. But Dr. Dan, people ask me all the time if you're seeing the same kind of success treating neck and back pain with stem cell therapy.
Great question, Brock. As you know from your experience, we've had tremendous success treating major joints like hips, knees, and shoulders, but we've also seen excellent results treating neck and lower back pain. In fact, we're the only clinic in the Seattle area offering image-guided stem cell and PRP injection therapy specifically for neck and low back pain.
How cool is that? If joint, neck, or back pain is holding you back, call Dr. Daniel Nelson at Eastside Pain and Regenerative Medicine and find out if stem cell therapy may be right for you. Dr. Dan here is the only doctor with over 30 years of experience in pain medicine techniques, including stem cell therapy. Call Dr. Daniel Nelson, MD, at 425-823-4000 or visit DanielNelsonMD.com. That's 425-823-4000 or DanielNelsonMD.com.
An organized home is a happy home and a happy homeowner. John Curley here. Closets by Design made me and my home happy. Experience the quality and backing of a national brand with friendly local Seattle service. From booking the appointment to a free in-home consult to installation day, Closets by Design will leave you wowed and clutter-free. Right now, get up to 40% off plus an additional 15% off and 18 months financing and free installation. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to schedule today.
Your best source for local news, KIRO News Radio.